I think I did it.
You did. You did.
Yeah, I did
It's
it. I did it.
Friday.
I can't believe I did it without
It's
Jimbo Slice.
Friday.
You're getting better at it, actually.
Well, this is actually the first time that I actually did it.
You're getting better. Like
By
the
yourself.
transitions and stuff have been getting a lot better.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Like that's like that. That's the big. That means I can do the show without Jimbo.
You can. I thought Scuba was going to be on tonight too. I was like, oh, maybe
So
Scuba might take over.
I did send him a
Don't tell him
link,
that
but he
out
said
loud.
he wasn't able to make it.
Oh, okay.
So what's up, everybody? Welcome in. I know it says something completely different. Actually, let me move it around here. Let's see. How does he normally do it?
Uh,
Yeah. Oh well.
there's
Anyways,
yeah.
it's the James show. Either way, Jimbo is gone. He's on vacation, so I'm kind of manning the show this week. So in what is it? Remembrance. We're drinking Miller Lite for Jimbo.
Oh, I wanted to. I actually bought a 4-pack of strawberry daiquiri
Yeah, we about
just to
to
try
take a
it.
shot of Jack Daniels.
So I haven't gotten it yet. It's sitting up somewhere. I
Courtesy
just
of
haven't
Shoot Your
opened
Shot
it.
Sports right there. Look at this shot glass,
Nice.
y'all, right there. Courtesy of Shoot Your Shot Sports.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the beer drinker this show. I can't believe I'm gonna be the backseat chill host mod the show.
You're not the backseat, first of all. It's your show.
Yeah, I know. What's up, Big Toe? Welcome
Not the
in.
beer
Blitzen, I
drinker.
see you. I did catch a little bit of your streams over the week, playing damn, what's that game he's playing?
Tom
I s-
Clancy.
yeah, Tom Clancy. I suck at that game. I can't stand that game. It takes skill to play that, so but I think he's playing the
Division
campaign.
2.
Yeah, Division 2, yeah. He's playing
Are
the
your
campaign and
setups not
stuff.
working?
You talking about Blitzen?
Yeah, Blitzen. I don't know if they are or not.
It doesn't show. I'm putting the thing in. It doesn't show. Maybe it's just me.
Maybe it's just you. Maybe
Um,
I might have to put you as a mod to do
I
that.
thought I am. No, you had me as a mod.
I haven't changed anything. I don't know. It's not the usual setup, so maybe that's probably why it's not working.
Probably. I'm still gonna
Yeah,
put shoutouts anyway.
it's all right. They know that you care and we care. What's up, Duchess? Good to see you again, girl. I did catch her stream the other day, by the way. And then how you doing, Jim? I brought scouts here to bring you guys the sports because I know you guys love the sports.
Hey, Blitzen. How are you doing? I do see your streams and your notifications on YouTube.
Alrighty, so
You brought me
Jimbo's
here for what?
favorite for sports. That's all we brought you here for, just sports. So, we're gonna get into Jimbo's favorite segment since he's not here. I'm gonna play that wonderful sound that he loves to hear, and it's the favorite something good.
Tell me something good.
All right, scouts, tell us something good.
Tell us something good. I don't know. You put me on the spot. I don't know what's good. I don't know.
What
I
about
might
that
be able
new
to finally get my
microphone?
car registered. Something good.
That sounds like it.
You're really delayed, scouts.
Happy Friday,
I said
Jimmy.
I might be able to get my car registered. Talking about tell me something good.
All right, that's good. Yeah, that's great. Getting your car registered, that's amazing, bro.
Tell me something good.
Short stuff,
Yeah,
something good.
I need to get it registered for the new
I
year.
had actually purchased more merch from Studio Soul's store, so got a few tanks here. She can bring them up. The one that he always likes most of the time.
Pour me a drink. I like it. All right.
Then time for another. Hold up. Let me fix it.
Yeah, I was about to say it says I couldn't
Pour
read
me
it.
a drink. I like that one.
Time for another. All right.
And then I got this one. It's blank, but on the back it has all his socials on there.
All right.
Okay.
Oh,
I like that
and I
one.
started to work, so let's see. Works kind of okay. I don't know.
Savage Royalty says, "What's up?" Jimmy H is my something good is I'm still a dick. Yes, you are.
What's
Jimmy
up, Savage?
H.
Hey, Savage. Hey, Big Ed.
How you doing tonight, man?
Jimbo's a dick. And James, welcome to the You're a Dick Club.
So I have Jimmy H as a friend on Facebook, and
Hey,
he
buddy
was
bag.
he was trolling me on Facebook. I don't want to pull it up because I don't want to give out his government name, but he was really trolling me because he knows I'm a big 49ers fan. But the 49ers have a huge chance to go to the Super Bowl this year. They're the most complete NFC team in the NFC right now. Regardless what you guys say about Brock Purdy, they are the most complete team in the NFC.
I don't know,
I'll play
man.
them next
I don't know,
show.
man. Stephen A is on the Cowboys right now, bro. He was talking about how they're the Cowboys, the most completed team right now.
Oh God.
Stephen A loves talking about the damn Cowboys, man.
Oh, you mean the Cowgirls?
Yeah, the Cowgirls. Fucking
drink-
DeMarcus Ware. Hey, shout out DeMarcus Ware, though. I hate the Cowboys, but shout out DeMarcus Ware because he went into the Hall of Fame yesterday. I'll give him that.
I
Good
mean,
job.
I don't really watch sports. It's really rare. The last time I ever watched something to do with sports was boxing, but that was about it.
I like boxing. Isn't that Jake Paul and that what's his name fight gonna happen?
I doubt it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they
Nate
said.
Diaz.
Yeah,
Diaz.
that's what they said.
Yeah, I think in the Discord or whatever,
They're
they're
just hyping it.
they're
Jimbo
just
made a
hyping
poll
it.
about it.
I
Yeah,
feel like they're just hyping it.
I really think the Paul brothers are gonna pull it off, and the only reason why I say that is he's training really hard, dude.
But then again, he had like, wasn't he doing like four companies at one point? And when he was trying to work with those 4 or 5 companies or something, he got sued. I know he got sued for one company, 1 or 2 of them.
I'm not sure. I
It
know,
was-
I
Well,
know, I know. Like Prime is having issues in Canada or whatever.
yeah, I
It's
was
banned
about
in
to say that.
Canada.
that he was sued for, that Jake Paul was sued for.
Body Bag says, and if you think Paul's fights
What's
are
up,
rigged,
body
man,
bags?
I don't know if they're rigged or not. I have no idea. That's a good response. I like that. I'm not sure. That last fight one of the Paul brothers did, I felt was a real fight with that Fury guy.
There was
That
an
felt
actual fight. I didn't. see
yeah,
it.
it was a boxing fight and it was actually pretty good. It went the distance and I felt like it was a good fight. But clearly, I think his name was Tommy Fury. He won the fight. But that Paul brother, I mean, he's a YouTuber. He's not a boxer, but he managed to go to distance. I don't know.
Like I said, I don't think it's gonna last long. He's just doing it for the attention to make up and prove himself. But then it's just gonna be one of those. Everybody knows he kind of failed on certain things, and so they don't really like. They're disappointed mostly, and for having hope. Besides the money, money is always a figure for it.
I agree. It is all about money. Big Ed's right. Jim Griffiths said the same thing. Money may whether his fights are rigged. I'm glad he doesn't box anymore. Yeah, he is right. I feel like he's all about making money and making a quick buck. and he's managed to do
Yeah.
so with all those wins.
With Mayweather, I know he has boxing gyms out. There's actually one out here in Pearland, which I saw, and I was like, he has a boxing gym? The heck? Or some workout gym?
Big Ed says, by the way, go Cubs. Didn't they
They did
lose?
win. No, I thought they won like at least 5 or 6 games straight though before they lost.
Yeah, they lost, I think, 0-8. I think that's what somebody said in the Discord.
Yeah, I think that I was speeding through stuff, but they probably did.
Jimmy H says Jake has only fought one boxer so far. Yeah, and that's that Fury guy. As far as the 49ers, and they're in lingo with their star players contract. What's his name? The defensive lineman Bosa. He's still in the contract negotiations.
Yeah,
I don't think
still on his rookie contract right now.
Yeah, he's still on his rookie contract. They're going to pay him money. He just needs to be patient. They're going to offer him money just like we offered Debo money. We're going to offer all these guys freaking money. It's going to happen. If y'all lose him, we ain't losing Bosa. Bosa is not going anywhere. I guarantee Bosa. Who gives the guarantees? In Charles Barkley gives the guarantees, I think. I 100% guarantee Bosa is not going anywhere, but Charles Barkley's guarantees suck. Y'all are very talkative today. God damn, I can't even tell my something good. If y'all lose him, you ain't going nowhere. I agree. Jake is a pussy, and I don't think he has what it takes.
You
I
went straight
agree.
into
I agree,
stuff
Savage.
before you even
I
got the
agree.
whole something good out the way.
I know. Bosa to the Bears, it ain't happening. But I mean, we did have Robbie Gold for a few years. All right, let me play my something good while you guys shoot up the chat. I appreciate it. Y'all are holding me down while Jimbo's gone this week. All right, where's that sound? I'm slacking.
Tell me something good.
I just want to say my something good this week is y'all managed to show up here in this show without Jimbo here and hold me down. I appreciate that. And I was able to figure out the intro without Jimbo. So that's even more of a big thing. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Shout out to all y'all in the chat. Cheers.
Is that my bad? That's my cue to take another shot.
Yeah.
What's up, Allie? What's good, Allie? How you doing? How was your Friday? So short stuff real quick. I want a non-biased opinion, James. We got to ask her for the one time. Do we look alike?
All right, go ahead. Answer that question, and I'm going to go into this conversation.
Do y'all look alike? Hold up. Scout, sit the
Oh
way he's
Lord, look at the fucking
No.
chat. Oh Lord.
Wait. Hold up. Sit the way he's sitting, and then and I'll tell you. You have a resemblance of like 25%. The only difference is that Scouts, you're scruffier than James. Because you got the extra right here. That's the only difference. You got that extra right here. He's got a full beard. You got just the extra at the bottom. You got the fuzz.
So
yeah,
hey,
look, he do pull off that 5 o'clock shadow though. I'll give him that one. He do pull that off.
So me and Scouts are full brothers. So
Yeah.
I went to a funeral today. This lady I've never met before, and Scouts used to live in Texas, and she's like, "Hey, how are you doing?" This lady I've never met before in my life. I'm like, "Good." She's like, "It's been a while since I've seen you. How is everything? How did college go?" I'm like, "I didn't go to college. You must got the wrong person."
In over 10 years.
So I see this lady. She's like, "You don't remember me?" I'm like, because my mom's there, or me and Scouts' mom is there. I was like, "Mom, who is this lady?" "Oh, that's our neighbor, or across street neighbor." I'm like, "Okay, I don't know her." She's like, Oh, you must be talking about Scouts. I almost said your government name. So I was like, yeah, that's my brother. He lives in VA. That's my full brother, because I have two other brothers besides Scouts. I have two half brothers, but they're like, the lady was like, "Oh, you look just alike," and
You guys have
I
a
thought,
slight difference. That is like a slight. It's a slight look like. It's mostly because of the shape of your faces.
yeah.
Like
So
that's
when
the only that but the glasses. Yeah, that's the obvious one. But it's just the shape of your faces.
we were younger, me and Scouts looked nothing alike. So Scouts, when he was like 10, like really young, like a kid, he had blonde hair, like really blonde hair and
Yeah, my
blue
shit's got
eyes.
dark over the years.
Yeah, his hair's got really dark over the years. And then I know I look bald. I know y'all are roasting me in the comments. I see it. But like when my hair's grown out, like, thick, I have dark brown hair, and then I have green eyes. So that's why I thought for years that me and Scouts didn't look like siblings. So
Mm-hmm.
over the years, I finally realized like we're starting to look more alike because his hair has gotten darker. But also keep in mind, I'm very short. I'm only 5'4", and Scouts is 6'2". Okay, yeah. So that was the other thing that I've always questioned. Like,
Let me ask the most random common question of my own ignorance.
okay,
Is the oldest one the shortest?
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
So
Did you see what Big
Because
Ed
they
Smith
always say
said?
that.
if Scouts commits a crime, you'll be going to jail, James. That's not true, because if he goes in there and walks in a convenience store and robs somebody, they're going to see somebody that's 6'2", and then they're going to see me and be like, nope, too short. They're going to see me up barely over the glass when they're trying to do the what's it, where they point out who the person is. They're going to they say be standing on crates.
Not standing on crates.
I
Shut
mean,
up.
James, you and I are basically the same height, so we both be standing on crates.
Yeah, we both. Yeah. I'm really short. I am
That's
the
it's
I am the
fine.
shortest son, but it's all right because my other two brothers, they're both. I think one of them's like 5'10" and the other one's like 5'11". And what's crazy is, um,
Big Ed. Yeah.
facts,
Yeah.
facts, and
I
we're
can't
gonna
deny
get
that one.
we're gonna get into that topic here in a little bit about short guys and get all the women and all that. But yeah.
I can't deny that one.
That's 100%. Shout out to you, Big Ed. Shout out to you. I like that
Okay.
comment.
Okay.
Savage says, "I'm tall enough to dunk a basketball. I've been told." Okay. Well,
Dunk a basketball.
didn't
Well, he said he's
I
6'2".
mean, it's
didn't
not that
didn't
savage, not
Muggsy
that women like short guys.
didn't Muggsy
Some women like the
Bogues
fluffy
dunk a
guys.
basketball and he was the same height as me?
Yeah, but he struggled the whole way up.
He still did it.
He glitched in the jump.
I guess.
He definitely struggled all the way there.
So what's this Pac-12? Pac-12, is that college sports, Scouts?
Yeah, Pac-12.
okay.
What are they
All
talking
right.
about?
I don't know. I don't know nothing about college
I
sports.
think that's the baseball thing. I don't know.
How
I'm guessing based off initials of MLB. I could be
know
wrong.
nothing about college sports.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sports in general is not my thing.
Pac-12 is football. I think it's college football.
He said the Big Ten are adding 2 more teams, Pac-12 in 2024, Oregon and Washington, besides for USC and UCLA. So the Pac-10 are adding 2 more teams, or the Big Ten are adding 2 more teams from the Pac-12 in 2024.
So wouldn't it be the Big 12 then at that point? If the Big Ten is adding 2 more teams, wouldn't it be the Big 12? I mean, do the
It's
math.
based on the college and the rankings.
Do the
I mean,
math.
yeah, but that's not why they call it that.
Do
though.
the math. Do the math.
That's
Do
not
the
why
math.
they call it that, though. But that makes sense.
Yeah.
He said there's already a Big 12. Exactly, body bags. Exactly.
So you can get 2 Big 12s. But that would be haram. 2 Big 12s.
Haram!
The Big Ten will have a total of 18 teams in 2024, though. Really?
Okay. I hope you guys are having a great Friday. Like I said, I had that funeral this morning. My stepdad's sister's husband died, so that would be my step uncle. He passed away. He was 83, 93. Hell, he was old. He served in Vietnam.
Body bags. Right there. You see it?
Yeah, stop smoking, Scouts. What'd I tell you? If I could quit smoking, everybody that's my age or younger can quit smoking.
I wish that was even possible for people.
I did it.
We were just talking about that at work.
I did it. I quit several times, and then that last time I quit, I said, fuck this shit.
I do it. I vape on and off. I don't do it a lot.
Hey, Savage, man, I appreciate you for the condolences, man. R.I.P. to him. He was like 80 years old, so he lived a good life. He lived a long, good life.
He served in Vietnam War. He was a Vietnam veteran, and he started up his own mechanic shop in Alaska, and then sold that business and moved here to Texas, and then he died.
Condolences to the families for y'all.
I appreciate that. Body Bag says, James Hollenbeck, you can't tell you don't have any kids. Yes, I do. I have 2 actual kids and 2 stepchildren.
I think what he's saying is you sound, because of how you're presenting yourself right now, you act like you don't have kids.
Oh, I like telling people I don't have kids because I don't want no responsibilities.
I wish I could just say that, but that's not working for me.
What did they say on that cartoon Rugrats? Responsibilities or whatever?
Responsibilities.
Yeah.
I don't want no responsibilities.
Hell no, I don't want no damn responsibilities. Fuck that shit. Savage says, I hate golf. I can't hit the ball correctly. It makes hitting the ground. So one thing I'll say to help with that would probably either go to Topgolf or go to the driving range. But it's always fun to get like a 6-pack of beer and just fucking hit the ball as hard as you can. It's a good stress reliever. I find that very helpful.
Well, hi, Miss Danny.
Hey, Miss Danny, how you doing? Welcome in. How's your Friday?
We can get a moment of silence.
We trying though.
All right, moment of silence.
Your chair squeaked, by the way.
Because it's brand spanking new.
Oh, his.
It's brand spanking new.
I was about to say, mine don't squeak.
I like the mic though. The mic looks good. The mic looks good, Scouts.
Yeah, you see it. Got the new chair.
Yeah, Joy Fly.
Yeah,
looks good though.
All right, we're gonna get into some topics. I know we're just bullshit and shooting the shit. You guys are really hitting the comments. So you guys hear about? Yeah, that too. You guys hear about that PlayStation 5 giveaway?
No.
Which one?
What PlayStation 5 giveaway?
So social media, New York City, here it is.
We start tonight with breaking news. Police in New York City restoring calm tonight after a riot broke out in Manhattan's Union Square neighborhood. A crowd estimated at 2,000 people descended into the area after popular social media influencer Kai Cenat advertised a video game giveaway. The crowd appearing to be mostly young people turned restless and then unruly, surging into the streets, some throwing objects, others climbing onto vehicles, as well as the roof of a major subway hub. All of it paralyzing traffic at the height of the evening rush. Police quickly moved in mass, working to regain control block by block. Ron Allen is in downtown Manhattan now with the very latest.
Tonight, mayhem in Manhattan, with police say at least 2,000 people mobbing Union Square, getting on top of cabs and the entrance to a subway, jumping on food carts, pushing, shoving, and throwing objects as police eventually move in.
It's a lot of people. I went over there and it's like, yikes, it's like a lot crowd. But I don't even know how to explain it. It's like,
were you scared?
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I was kind of panicking.
The NYPD says it began after a social media influencer known as Kai Sanat planned an event to give away PlayStations at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
We just decided to come not knowing what we were going to expect or whatever.
By 3:30, hundreds of people had already gathered.
The crowd was swarmed when the influencer finally arrived at the park. Individuals in the park began to commit acts of violence towards the police and the public.
Everybody was throwing everything, climbing thing.
The NYPD declaring a level 4 mobilization. What appear to be hundreds of police officers quickly on the scene. At one point, pulling someone out of the crowd. What did you see?
We were there, we were chilling. People started throwing stuff like glass, cans, everything. And then as we're walking away, we hear a big thud.
And we just heard another loud bang. It seems like a firework went off.
After numerous warnings and after being assailed, hit with rocks and bottles and other debris, we started to make arrests.
And that the social media influencer is in custody.
Ron, remarkably, there appear to be no major injuries in all this.
No, but a lot of minor injuries, police say, including to officers hit by flying objects. No one transported to a local hospital. At this hour tonight, the streets are relatively calm. Still a very heavy police presence, still a lot of young people out on the streets. And the social media celebrity who is responsible for all this remains in police custody at this hour. Police say there is a possibility that he could be charged with incitement.
All righty. So,
yeah, that was Kai or whatever. He's actually a famous Twitch streamer.
Yeah, that's what I saw in the comments. So,
yeah,
I think this is crazy. Like, dude, all I gotta do to get famous is give away a PS5, and the Jimbo and James show is gonna go fucking wild.
Go crazy, go stupid.
You good? Short stuff?
It's gonna be doing that for a little bit. So
okay, there you go. So I guess
I saw the clip though.
I guess me and Jimbo is gonna have to go out and buy a PS5 and say we're gonna give it away in Austin, Texas, and hopefully we'll get famous.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, no, nah.
Hopefully I don't get charged from what is it? Inciting a riot.
Yeah, that's what it said he got. That's what they said that he got charged for.
I mean, it's New York.
I feel bad for the cops.
Yeah.
Like those poor cops, like they had to show up and like kind of handle the crowd, and like they did nothing wrong. Like literally the cops did nothing wrong. They were trying to make sure like the people in the streets didn't freaking riot. That's just crazy. Like those poor cops.
Especially because they know majority of it was kids. Then they were also trying not to make sure the kids weren't going to be endangered, because it was kids surrounded by adults. So when the kids get hit, all the adults are going to start attacking, and everything gets worse from there. So
this is going to be misogynistic for a second. Why in the fuck were there women there? You know damn well those women weren't playing those PS5s. Damn well those girls weren't trying to get no PlayStation.
Hey, they might have. They might have.
But they also might have. That's the thing. They also might have. But
I know a few women that play games.
That girl that was sitting there talking in the interview, she had no damn clue why she was there. She was just there for clout.
Well, probably she had siblings that actually wanted that or she heard it from her boyfriend or somebody. But then there are female gamers. There are female gamers.
I know there are. I'm just trolling in the comments. I know there are female gamers, but let's be real. That woman looked fucking clueless. She's like, I'm just gonna be here just to be here. You know damn well she was just there to be there.
Some people do get stuck in a crowd and they don't know what's going on. There are some people that do get stuck at the wrong time. So she could have been one of them.
I did see that female dancing on the stop sign, Savage. I did see that. That was crazy. They were on top of cars and everything.
That was uncalled for.
Misogyny.
Body Bag says, you trying to get canceled talking about women like that. This is the James show. I'm allowed to talk like that. Jimbo isn't here. He ain't going to get canceled. We're good. We kind of do.
Get canceled.
Yeah, it's all right. I don't care. Let's get canceled. Fuck it. I'll make another Twitch. We'll call it James Scouts.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Getting canceled.
Getting canceled.
You should just make a new Twitch that says "get canceled."
Yeah, Big Ed says she was gonna go get the PlayStation, sell it, then buy some red bottom shoes or some apple bottom jeans. Either or, it'd still work.
That or more wigs.
Or a Gucci bag, Gucci flip flops,
Gucci bag. Get her nails done. All the above with bags.
So
did you see what Miss Danny said? She said there was a riot in my town a while back, and people were rioting and destroying the police cars and spraying, painting them, and smashing the windows and everything. Yeah, people nowadays, just like what Jim Griffith said, man. People nowadays are immature, and when they get together, they don't know how to act. They just go ahead and just do what the hell they feel like is necessary to do. That's just like, for example, that's why I hate Philadelphia people. People that live in Philadelphia, win, lose, or draw, they still burn the fucking city down. They don't care. They're the type of people that do that shit. I don't know why, but they do it.
Can I get a cheesesteak?
Yeah, that's all I want is a cheesesteak. Absolutely.
Go ahead, short stuff. What were you going to say?
I don't need to hear all them rants. Just give me that cheesesteak.
It's the same in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's the same. Well, the only reason why I know it's the same in Pittsburgh, and I remember when I was a kid, and I know you weren't there, Scouts, but Dad used to take us to hockey games when the Capitals played the Penguins, and it was horrible, dude. Every time when the Capitals beat the Penguins at Washington, there was always a bunch of fighting and arguing, and it was just nuts. It was just crazy. So Pittsburgh, yes. I don't know about Philly and all that situation, but Pittsburgh, I will agree with that. I agree with Pittsburgh.
The Penguins is my favorite hockey team, though.
Oh, stop the fucking... Where's my sound?
No, it is. No, it is.
No, it ain't.
Call Dad on the phone right now and ask him what my favorite hockey team is. I guarantee you, he says the Pittsburgh Penguins. I bet you $20.
My phone's on the charger, but I'm not. I don't have a hockey team anyways. But I mean, it could be true. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it is. It is, ironically, and he wondered why I've always liked them. I like watching them playing. They're one of the first teams that I've seen play the outdoors, like the Winter Classics. That's why I actually started to like them.
Okay.
Because I seen them play in Boston this last year.
Did you get a donut?
What's that damn field? What's that field in Boston? That was the baseball field. I can't think of it.
You're asking the wrong person.
Yeah.
You know, I don't watch baseball.
Yeah, so
I know Jim Griffith's going to come out of the.
You mean Fenway?
Yeah, yep. It was Fenway. Yep.
I was about to say Jim Griffith's going to come out of the woodwork and type it in. I know he's going to come out of.
I just looked it up.
Yeah, Fenway. Yeah,
short stuff for the win right there. I'm not a baseball. I'm the only
clues.
Yeah.
There he goes, Fenway Park. Yep, there he goes.
Jim Griffith out of the woodwork. I knew he was going to come in clutch.
Big Ed was like, I went in 6th floor to get a manicure. Came out 6'2". They shaved the husk of my feet.
What?
Because
is
James
that really a
was
real
saying
thing?
something.
Well, he went to the nail shop to get a pedicure.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Guys can do that too. There's nothing wrong. It's not only an all-female thing. There's nothing wrong.
I've never got my feet done ever. and I don't judge anybody like that do that. Like when I get my haircut
they
done,
do.
like I get like shampooed and like my head massage. So I kind of would probably equate that to getting like your feet done with a foot massage. So I kind of feel like it's kind of the same thing in a way. So I don't judge.
I mean, I really can't get my feet done. Last time I did, I laughed too hard.
Have you guys ever went and got a actual back massage from an actual like chiropractor or an actual like massage therapist? Not someone who claims one, but like an actual business.
Yes, and I've learned how to do it.
It is the most
Yep.
uncomfortable, weirdest thing ever.
It depends because parts of your back, if the muscle's tense, is going to feel uncomfortable.
So let me rewind a little bit. So I got in a bad car accident several years back, and I had to go see a chiropractor and all that, and fucked up my back. And so I did all the chiropractor bullshit, but one time they wanted me to get a massage done. So, I made the appointment or whatever and all that. So I went, and then I went into this room, and it was really dim and dark and had incense and the candles and the low music and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, God damn, are they going to give me a happy endings massage too? Jesus Christ. Oh, Big Ed said that. Nice. Shout out to Big Ed. He was coming in clutch.
I was about to say.
It was almost as if they were like going to like freaking stroke me off and send me on my way. But so the lady comes in and
either way.
The lady comes in and I'm like, I've never got a back massage. And she's like, okay, well, this is what I want you to do. You just take off all your clothes and get underneath the blanket. I'm like, all my clothes? She's like, yeah, just completely naked. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, man, I want to leave my underwear on at least, dude. Like, come on. I mean, it's, because I wear like boxer briefs or whatever, but that's TMI. But so I got completely naked or whatever, and then got underneath the blankets and got underneath the sheets, and then I laid on my stomach, obviously, and it's like this weird contraption thing or whatever. So she knocks on the door, and she comes in, and she's like, okay, are you ready? I'm like, not really. At this time, I've been married for several years, and I don't know. I just feel like it's uncomfortable, another woman massaging her body when you're like, I don't know. I'm just very weird.
It's more for you. It's more.
You sound like a prude, but go ahead. Finish the story.
Yeah, I'm very conservative when it comes to that. But anyway, so
you're not used to it because it is the first time.
Yeah.
You're getting your massage cherry popped.
Yeah, there we go. We'll go with that. So she's like rubbing on my back and stuff, and it's cool or whatever. And then like she starts getting in places where I never thought she would go. And I'm like, all right, this is uncomfortable, because she's like rubbing like basically on my ass and like my damn near my ball sack and everything else. It's just really uncomfortable. I don't know. I just found it uncomfortable, like being married or whatever. But anyways, moral of the story is like, it was just uncomfortable. I don't know.
Savage said, some shit was going to happen.
Big
Ed said, you could see how Deshaun Watson got in trouble.
I mean, pretty much.
Right, though.
Pretty much. And now you know how those Asians make all those fat stacks having those fucking massage parlors.
That's debatable. That's debatable.
Jimmy H says, did you get a stiffy? Next topic.
Ooh, no comment.
Next topic.
There.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
That reveals the truth already.
Yeah, we're gonna move on from that one. Let me drink.
That reveals the truth because you didn't want to admit it.
No, I did think about getting my back reset though, because I've never had it reset before. I did think about that.
Chiropractor. A lot of people think they're quacks. I I'm on like the fence. I feel like it feels good when you get it done, but I also feel like I don't know, is it worth it? I don't know. I'm on the fence.
It depends. Well,
Yeah.
I've never had a chiropractor because I've managed to find like other ways to pop my own back. So it just depends. Like I know even like you get one of those rollers from the gym or whatnot, you could just pop
Mhm.
your back with those. But you know, it depends on like where you go. If you're going to get a massage for the first time, you have to be aware of what you're gonna get. Like you have to be aware of the different things. If you're not aware, then you're not gonna know like what's going on
I
or
think
how things are.
I think I went into that like into the because the chiropractor had like a doctor there, and they also have like a massage therapist there. They have like several different things.
Yeah, so it was kind of like a therapy center.
Yeah, they do all kinds of things there, and like so I think like if you like book like a back massage from an actual what is it called, a masseuse?
Hmm.
I would like do your research before you actually do it. I guess that's what I would say. Like I don't know. Like I guess I was just kind of uncomfortable. I wasn't expecting it, I guess.
Yeah, because you didn't really know what to expect.
No, I
You
didn't. I
you
just went in there.
that's what
Yeah,
it
I went
was.
yeah, I just went in there thinking, okay, I'm just gonna take all my clothes off besides my underwear, and she's just gonna rub my back and send me on my way. And
Hmm.
that didn't
And
happen.
when I was younger, I actually learned the different like I guess parts of your back with the muscles and everything of where to get all the muscles to hit when you have if you were ever to get a massage. Because even like right now, if I just look at a person's back, I could actually tell where there's like their muscles are. I could tell whether there's something wrong with it. And then maybe like a minute later, you'd be like, "Oh, my back hurts in this certain place." I was like, "Yeah, you got a stiff muscle right there. You need to have it like fixed."
I will say a lot of average people's back problems is because of their weight.
Oh yeah, I think that's probably why I stayed short because I ended up carrying too much weight on my back. I could
Big
have
Ed
gotten taller.
says chiropractors are not good. It just fixes a problem you have. If you go to a neuropath, they can find out what causes the issue, fix it so it won't happen again. So, Big Ed, do you think it's a temporary fix, kind of like a Tylenol, rather than a permanent fix, like a neuropath?
I know what mine is. My problem is my posture. That's the reason why.
Yeah.
Mine's
We'll
like
stand
that.
up straight.
I do. I have been standing up straight,
You
but
know,
even though that hurts still.
You know what's really good for posture that I found out is
What's that?
doing planks. Doing planks.
Really?
Yeah, I do. So, I started when I went through my weight loss transformation or whatever. Like I could only do like a 30-second or a minute plank, but I'm up to like a 5-minute plank now, and it really
Well,
helps strengthen your core and strengthening your back.
Or you
I've
can get one of
also
those back straighteners off Amazon. It'll help you with your posture.
That too.
really
Yeah,
okay.
they
I
have
haven't thought about that.
someone I used to know had one, and I think they're in the one of those TBACs for like cops or whatnot, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I had one of these back things that would straighten up your posture or whatnot." I'm just like,
Hmm.
okay.
What's up, Goliath?
I went down the TikTok rabbit hole multiple times about looking at different ways to crack your back too. Not all of them work, but I've seen some of them that have
Oh,
work.
I learned how to do it on my own
You
without
just
like
need to
even
be
going.
careful, though.
Yeah.
You definitely need to be careful because, like, you could probably do something or hurt yourself, or do like, sometimes people will go on like this YouTube, like, hey, I can go learn this shit off YouTube or whatever, and try to figure it out yourself. Sometimes I feel like doing that, it's not always safe, and I feel like when it comes to your health, Like if you're sick or you got a cold or there's something wrong with you, people will go on like WebMD to try to diagnose your issues. And I feel like that's not a good idea. Like you
It's
should
not.
see
Then
a
they'll just find
doctor.
out. They'll just think they're dying.
Yeah.
But if it's something they've had repetitively and they already know what it is, they'll be like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
But,
They'd look at me and be like, James just has small man syndrome. Send him on his way.
But that's not always the case. That's not always the case.
Not small man syndrome. That is a real thing, though.
Well, I don't have it. I was just being funny.
No, that is a real thing, though.
Yeah, I imagine it is.
I've seen people either on TikTok or YouTube or Facebook saying stuff like that. I'm like, okay.
I don't have a truck, so I can't qualify for that.
Oh, you can't make it up with the trucks?
Yeah. I would have
Okay.
I'd have to buy like a fucking ladder to get up on a truck. Because I'd get like a big giant fucking truck and get it jacked up with big huge tires and get a freaking ladder.
Hey, Jimbo.
Jimbo Slice is in the building. Yeah.
Let's
Jimbo
go.
drinking
Oh,
the Miller
Jim
Lite. Jim Buckets. Hope he's enjoying his little vacation.
Hold on. Give me a sec.
Tall
be back. I'm gonna
boys,
see if I can-
LOL. Shot for you,
I'm gonna be
Jimbo.
back so I
Shot
can
for
see
you
if
right
I can
here,
go
man.
get a drink.
Appreciate you.
I'm gonna see if I can go just fetch my daiquiri. Because apparently my children, quote unquote children, ain't gonna listen to me.
I agree, Jim. You got to go see a doctor. I agree.
Jimmy
Your
H.
doctor is always going to give you your best advice.
I'll be back.
Okay, short stuff.
All right.
You know, we only
He
managed
said
to
Jimbo's
get through
a dick. LOL.
we only managed to get through one fucking topic. Usually we like bang them out when Jimbo's here, and we've just been chilling, talking about random shit, and everybody's just been hanging out, having fun, you know? Shout out to Jimbo Slice for cheering in the James show. Yeah, shout out to him.
He said bang them out. Yeah, they normally do bang them out.
We just bang them out. We only got on one topic, and that was that freaking PlayStation 5. And we're already at the halfway point. I got the Sea Drone in Russia. I got the Wells Fargo fraudulent. I can't even say it, fraudulent accounts. I got the 7-Eleven worker, and then I got like this, red pill crap that I wanted to talk about. This might be a long show. Scouts, you might need to slow down on that shot situation because you're going to be fucked up and not be able to do anything tomorrow. You're going to be like me on us. Dude, when I first started this show with Jimbo, I used to get really fucked up to where the Saturday, I didn't do nothing all day Saturday. So you need to cool yourself.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I still got to work in the morning too.
Those 1 o'clock shows or whatever, I'm telling you, they'll kick your ass.
But see though,
now I don't want Jimbo be drinking.
I get to go in at 10 o'clock if I want to though. I can go in at 11 o'clock if I want to though.
Now I know why Jimbo be drinking the Miller Lite, because he's sitting here laughing at me the whole time watching me take shots, and he's just sitting here, la-di-da-di-da, I'm drinking my little piss beer, la-di-da-di-da, drinking my piss beer, watching you get
let's get to your
up.
next topic, since you want to be trying to throw it all out all at once, sir.
All right,
everybody be
here we
trolling
go.
everybody.
All right.
Here, finally got my drink.
There we go, Malibu. All right, sea drones in Russia. Here we go.
Overseas, a dramatic attack today on a Russian warship at a naval base in the Black Sea from what appears to be a sea drone launched by Ukraine. Richard Engel has late details.
The sea drone slips through the water silently under the cover of darkness. Its target is a Russian landing ship in the Black Sea. The pilotless, remotely operated kamikaze boat packed with explosives is closing in until the video released by Ukrainian security services breaks up. Afterwards, a Russian ship can be seen listing, being guided into a Russian harbor. The Russian military claimed it stopped the sea drone attack and made no mention of damage. NBC News geolocated the video and analyzed ship logs. The damaged ship looks very much like the one attacked by the drone. With Ukraine's counteroffensive making little progress so far in the east, it seems Ukraine is finding alternative ways to fight back and take the war to Russia. Using small drones to attack downtown Moscow, and now exploding boats.
President Zelensky, as with other drone attacks, didn't directly claim responsibility for the sea drone, but he did congratulate Ukraine's security services for, quote, returning the war to the aggressor.
Should we be worried?
I don't know.
I can't say much for it. I'd say yes and I'd say no. It's kind of a midway.
I'm just worried that, this war might come here. Like, we might have issues here in America. Like, I know this is like all the way out in Russia or whatever, but could this possibly end up here in the United States? Could we have another September 11th or Pearl Harbor or, another, major issue here in America?
It's not unlikely. I could see it happening possibly. But I don't know. What do you think?
Me or you? Who's going
Both
first?
y'all. What y'all think?
I mean, it's possible, but at the same time, remember, the states is giving money to both places.
Yeah.
So whether it's funded or defunded, there's still money going around somewhere.
Would you feel more comfortable if Trump was at president than Biden with this situation?
In this situation, I can't say yes or no. Business-wise, to take care of stuff like this, possibly. It's a possible. I'm not going to say yes or no. But it's possible. But then again, like, there are certain things I wouldn't want Trump to do and certain things Trump would be okay with because he treats politics like it's business.
But you also got to think, though, Biden has the better overseas diplomacy between the people and better relationships than Trump does, though, too.
That is true. That is true. That's one thing. It's not an agree. It's agree to disagree.
I feel like Trump is more diplomatic and will tell them the way it is. Like, look what happened with Korea. Trump was the first president to step foot over in Korea because he didn't give a fuck. How do you think he would deal with these Russians or Koreans or whatever country we're involved with? I feel like it wouldn't be an issue. Like, we would never have a situation ever like this in America.
No, we wouldn't.
We wouldn't. But then again, like I said, there are certain things he will be okay, certain things he won't. So not every, like, it's a disagree to agree situation.
What's up, Bazook?
Let's get a hand clap for Jimbo. His first warm shower in a week.
Jimbo should be proud. I did the intro and all that without him and didn't have any issues.
Don't keep saying that. You might replace him.
I can't replace him.
He might just have you have full control and start the show every single time.
No, absolutely
so
not.
You got to be careful.
Absolutely
get your
not.
Flowers. Get your flowers. But don't rub your flowers into his face, because then
I'm
dangle
not.
them.
I'm not. No, I need them.
He would take it as bait, and he'll say, "James, you're gonna run this show, and we're gonna switch places. You're gonna run the show and do all the sounds, and I'm just gonna sit back like you do."
So, Miss, what's her name? Miss Danny.
Yeah.
Miss Danny says Biden has more experience because he's been in politics for like 100 years. Yeah, he's gonna die doing politics. Unfortunately, we need terms. We need term limits. Definitely need term limits. And he's been in office. He's been a politician for far too long.
Damn near probably more than half his life, for real.
Yeah. All right. Guess what, guys? It's intermission time. We're at halftime. Woo, woo.
Jimbo said he's gonna edit out all the mistakes tomorrow night.
Good deal.
You guys are lame. No dicks this episode.
Bring back Jimbo. It's all right. We're gonna get into some red pill topics when we get back. Stay for the intermission. Grab a beer, grab a water, grab a soda, go piss, all that jazz. And Jimbo, shout out to you for having us prepared for Where Is the Love. I'll be back.
Has it really been halfway?
We're back, huh?
Has it really been halfway?
Yeah, it's already 10.
Jesus, it doesn't even feel like it.
Because you're having fun. Time flies when you're having fun.
You're right.
Jimbo said, "God damn, my mental clock is still on point. I just came back in." You're here with us in spirit. I love it.
This actually doesn't taste that bad. It's actually pretty good.
So, I will say, I don't remember the last time I had Miller Lite. I think I was at my old boss's house the last time I had Miller Lite. Miller Lite tastes like fucking water.
Beer to me doesn't taste like anything. Beer is just one of those drinks that I can't have.
This tastes like straight up water to me. I don't know. Yeah, this is water. This is straight up water to me. Like, I'm just like guzzling this. I don't know.
Jimbo said, "Hey, man."
I don't know how you could drink. I mean, I know how you could drink it. Like, I could drink like I could go outside and cut the grass and use this to hydrate with. It tastes like water.
I mean, also if you think about it, that's like you drinking High Noons or any other alcohol that you like.
High Noons has more alcohol content. You could kind of.
I saw those when I was looking at these too. It was like right next to each other. It had like 4 stacks of them, and I was just like, huh?
So the first time I had a High Noon is when I went to Chicago, and I was on I was flying to Chicago, and they gave me a free High Noon. And then when I got to the hotel, I put it in the fridge, and then I had my first High Noon like at the hotel, and I was like, "Oh, this ain't bad." And then I found out producer Richie was like, "Oh, that's what I drink." So when we had the podcast while I was there or whatever, we drink High Noons, and I love them. I think they're good. Some flavors are better than the other, though. It just depends on which ones you get.
Which one would you prefer, though?
We can't hear you, Scouts. I
said you got trashed.
Off High Noons?
Yes.
Probably the black cherry and the watermelon. Well, I had High Noons. I had that Sunny D. We had that Mountain Dew. Like, we were drinking a lot.
Y'all had a lot.
Yeah,
that's
and then
why y'all had a lot.
And then we were eating Doritos and wanted fucking White Castle.
I had some other chips. I got I got these black bean. What was it? Black bean corn chips. I forgot I had them.
So I ended up throwing those chips away, but I sent a picture on the Discord. So make sure you guys join the Discord, by the way. I'm going to post a link in the chat for the Discord if you guys haven't joined already. But I posted a picture in the food section, or is it links? Hell, I don't know what it is.
But anyways, you put in the food. It's probably in the food
explanation
section.
D.
But I posted it in the foods or whatever. So I don't think any of my links are working. I think it's probably because I gotta fix that, y'all. I'm very sorry.
I think it's also because James controls most of it. So when he's on, that's the only time it works.
Yeah, probably.
It's never gonna work.
Yeah, I gotta fix that. I'll get to work on that. But so I posted in the food section or whatever. It was spicy pineapple.
Oh yeah.
Jalapeno Dorito chips or some bullshit. So I picked up a bag, I posted a picture in Discord, and then I tried it, and then I said, they're trash. It tastes like pineapple pizza. It's horrible.
Yeah, if there was a pineapple in any kind of chip, I couldn't.
I don't know. I
I'd
was
be
kind
pineapples
of.
on my pizzas or pineapples by itself.
I was just curious. I was like, spicy pineapple Doritos. Like that sounds kind
Oh
of
no, I
fire. I
can't eat
would be
Hawaiian
down.
pizza. Period.
Oh, I don't like Hawaiian pizza either. But I just thought it sounded good, like spicy pineapple. Just spicy pineapple. Doesn't that sound good?
Nope.
No.
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, there's well,
you got to also keep
go
in mind I was on a diet. I'm on a diet, so like on the weekends when I go to a grocery store, any type of chips sounds amazing.
Agreed. When you're craving the most random stuff, yeah, that is totally true.
So, and drinking this Miller Lite's killing my diet there, Jimbo. So make sure you're here next week so I have to drink this shit.
That just
So
means you gotta work twice as hard when you go work out again.
Yeah, and I will in the morning.
Body bags with the hype in chat. Let's go. By the way, I seen you use that bruh during the break, James, saving up for that Amazon gift card. I see you.
All right.
Trying to get that 125,000 crowd hype.
So, Scouts, I know you're not engaged yet to your girlfriend. Short Stuff, has Studious proposed to you yet?
No.
No. So y'all are
no.
just dating.
Yeah, we're just dating.
So I guess my question is how much should a guy spend on a engagement ring for you?
It depends on the financial status of how we both are.
Okay.
I'm one of those people that is like, I don't want something that's too expensive.
Okay.
But I'm also one of those people that would be like, even if you get me something, say like someone's like, hey, what do you think about getting a ring from Walmart? We can start with that, save up, and then get a better one after if like it's something that for a surprise he wants to do.
Would you be okay with a
As long
ring?
as I don't get a ring pop.
Well,
Not
yeah,
a ring
obviously.
pop.
As long as I don't get them lame ass ring pops, I'm good.
So would you be okay with, like, say he gave you like a ring from his great grandmother to propose to you that she
I would
used?
be more appreciative of that because it's an heirloom.
Okay.
I'd be more
Would you-
appreciative of that than getting something from like, say, hey, I'm getting one from a store. I'd be like, because that's my thing. Like, and I already told him, I was like, even if you give me a ring from like your mom's ring, not a big deal. I would appreciate that more than you paying $5K for a ring with a shitty ass rock or a ring with a complicated ass rock.
So you like the idea of like a hand-me-down ring through the family rather than going to Zales or K's and getting
Oh
an
yeah.
engagement ring?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'd leave that part up to him.
Okay.
I'd prefer the heirloom because it's something that I know personally can be passed down.
Scouts, what do you think an ideal budget or cost for a ring should be for an engagement ring?
3 to 5K.
Okay. Short Stuff, what about you? If there was like a price, what would your like price would be?
Oh, like I said, I'm not gonna go something that's under, like I'm not gonna go for something that's over 5K.
Okay.
I would go for something that is affordable enough. If it comes in payments, affordable enough to be paid off easily.
So if someone gave you $1,000 engagement ring, would you be okay with that?
As long as it can be changed after a while when it gets saved up to find a better one, then yeah.
Defined after a while.
So like say it's been like 5 years and it's already an anniversary. sure, I would be eyeing the ring saying, I could get something. I know I can get something better. If I ask. If they approve it, sure. If he's like, you want to get another ring that looks better than this? I don't mind it. If it's something we both agree to, it's not a big deal.
So what do you think of Big Ed? He says first
That's
ring,
exactly what I was about to go with it.
an upgrade after
start from the
5
beginning.
years. Well, okay, I'll go with that. He said, my wife and I have been married 16 years today. She's on her
Happy
third
anniversary.
ring.
Happy anniversary. I wouldn't go past like 2 rings. I'm not, because I'm not that person that always likes to wear stuff on her fingers since I use my hands for like typing and stuff. I don't like wearing stuff on my hands, so I would put on a chain.
Jimbo said his rock was passed down. My dad gave it to my mom in the early 80s. Oh, wow.
That's
okay.
Sweet.
He said the engagement ring to Kelsey, the rock was passed down from my dad to my mom, but new setting. I love that idea. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
See, that I can go with.
Okay.
That I can go with.
So you're okay with like the diamond, or does it have to be a diamond, or could it be a mason? What is it, a masonette or maçonette? Hell, I can't pronounce it.
It probably could be like I said, as long as the price at the end of it isn't too much.
Okay.
So Big Ed said the first ring was an upgrade after 5 years. Then one after 15 years, and then her next ring will be 25, and he's at 16.
Reasonable. I think it's reasonable to have an upgrade after 5, but I said like it depends on the people. It depends on the girl or the woman. Not everybody likes a ring change.
So here's my next question. This is going to be kind of controversial. Would you be okay with a guy getting a ring from a pawn shop and proposing?
If that's the only thing he can afford at that moment, yes. At that moment, it depends on the financial situation. If the situation is where he says, I'm going to give you this ring, yes, it's from a pawn shop, but I promise you, I will get you a better one within the next however many years, and keeps that promise, sure. If not, I'm getting myself a better ring.
See, now hold on. I don't want to cut you off, but I have a question now for Jimbo, because it says his mom kept the ring and saved it after divorce and gave it to him. Does Kelsey have the same ring size?
They could get it resized, Scouts.
No, he said he got a new setting on it. So
yeah, he got a new setting.
So he probably got it resized.
So basically, he probably took the diamond, went to Blue Nile or someplace like that just to get the actual ring, and then had the diamond set inside the he got a whole new ring. So basically, like, there's stores that just sell settings. Like, you can go to like Blue Nile or whatever, because I used to work at Zales, so I kind of know. You can go to like Blue Nile or whatever and just buy a setting or whatever and just have the diamond inserted.
I didn't even know that.
You'll know what kind of ring your fiance wants or your girlfriend will want if you look at the type of rings, or if you observe the type of rings they look at.
Yeah, but the trend right now is most women, not all women, really like the halo. That's the diamond.
My girlfriend don't wear rings though. She don't like jewelry. She's not a fan of it.
That's what I'm saying. I would rather wear the ring around my neck.
Yeah.
Especially if like women are one of those people that work and do house stuff at the same time. You're bound to get a loss or hit down the drain somewhere.
All right, so I'm gonna play a clip from a few of modern day women talking about how much they think their engagement ring will be. So here's the first clip.
How much should a man spend on a wedding ring?
Oh, I think a lot. She deserves it. Over 10 grand.
I mean, yeah, I think it should be a decent amount of a 1-year salary, I believe, is the typical.
Like a 3 carat.
Yeah. I mean, you want it to be beautiful, but you also want it to be sentimental. So, you know.
So how much do you want yours to cost?
I don't think it's about cost. I think it's about more so the appearance of it and the sentimental value of it. I don't know.
You think you could tell the difference between a 100,000 diamond and a $1,000 diamond
Of course, yeah.
by looks?
Honestly,
Yes.
I don't know. I've
feel
seen
like
some
yes.
crazy fake rings. I don't know.
I don't know.
Like that fake diamond. What's that fake diamond?
But you still want yours to be over
Oh, I want mine to
10K.
be real, yeah.
Of course, you
Mine
want it to
better be
real.
real.
And you want it to be of high quality and high value, but
Because it might wear off over time. I don't know.
That's the conundrum. There's a conundrum. One person says it should be over 10K. The other person says, oh, I don't know. It should be sentimental. I don't think it's about the cost. They're just throwing a conundrum to each other and cancel each other.
I saw that face that when they said $10,000, you made a face, Scouts. What's your response to that?
10 grand. Well, first of all, she said it should be a 1-year salary. First of all,
That's where I got thrown off.
First of all,
do you know what the
1-year salary for me is like 30 grand. Ain't no fucking way I'm giving you no 30 grand fucking ring.
So do you want to know what the average salary is in America?
Probably like 25.
No,
23.
It's 45 to 50,000 a year.
So it's still more than what I said. Like, why the fuck are you, bro? I'd rather just buy you a house than give you a $40,000 ring.
Big Ed said 54K.
Yeah, it's
For
between
2 months,
45 and 55. Really, it's about
Yeah.
50,000 a year.
That's why I said, like, I would prefer to have something that's an heirloom because you don't get that much cost. All you got to do is reset it.
All right, we're gonna go with the second clip from a modern day woman. Here we go.
How much do you think a guy should spend on an engagement ring?
I think 10 times their salary. Yeah, it has to be in like the 6 digits for sure.
How much do you think a guy should spend on an engagement ring?
I'd say at least like 100K.
Yeah.
No.
6 figures for an engagement ring.
Where the fuck is she from?
I don't know. This is just random clips that I see on fucking YouTube and
Where's
TikTok.
she from? Oh my god!
She's from the Cali York.
6-figure engagement ring. You know how many carats that is?
Nah.
Yeah. Bananas.
Shout out to
See.
Jimbo for the bits. I appreciate you.
When people say I want this to be a look appearance of nice, they're expecting that 100K. But what they don't understand is the thought that goes into this ring to make it the way it is.
Bro, so you want the ring to cost more than your wedding?
That's the problem.
Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Do
That's
not get
the
me
problem.
wrong. If I give you a $20,000 or $30,000 ring, just
You
know we're
shouldn't.
going to fucking court and we're gonna get married for $45 and don't have nobody there.
Justice of the Peace wedding.
Just know that. Just know that.
You get Big Ed Smith to marry you.
Just know that. If
Big
I
Ed-
give you a $25,000 ring, we're going to court for 45
Big
bucks. and
Big
we're
Ed
getting
Smith
married.
is gonna marry you.
That,
All
like
right.
I said, it's always depending on the person.
So-
I know my wedding is going to be small. I've already
Jumbo
moved things around and
with the bits. Let's go.
So this is modern day guys talking about what they should pay for wedding rings. Here you
the
go.
lowest amount possible.
How much do you guys think someone should spend on an engagement ring for their significant other?
I'd say probably 20,000.
20,000?
As crazy as it
I
sounds.
just like 25,000 maybe.
25,000. He went up to you. What about you? What about you?
Maybe $1,000.
1,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, lowest amount possible. Because they know they're going to want to spend more on their
Lowest
wedding.
amount I agree is $1,000. I agree. Lowest amount is $1,000.
Yeah.
All right, so
And hold on, run
I'm
that
gonna-
clip back real quick. Look at the other two's outfit and look at that dude's outfit at the end. Run that clip back one more time.
How much do you guys think someone should spend on an engagement ring for their significant other?
I'd say probably 20,000.
20,000?
As crazy as it
I
sounds.
just like 25,000 maybe.
25,000. He went up to you. What about you? What about you?
Maybe $1,000.
1,000?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
but
man, the first man was what? Go ahead.
Don't judge that by the looks, because they can dress like that and be rich.
No, I'm not.
Don't
I'm
go
not gonna
with
say.
that
I'm not
one.
judging
But the
them. I'm
first
not
guy,
judging them.
the first guy was wearing North Face. The second guy was wearing Jordans,
Yeah.
and then the guy on the left was where I couldn't tell, but
He
they were
was
both
just-
He was
wearing
wearing a
name
plain
brand.
fucking orange T-shirt.
Exactly. That's the thing. You can be wearing the plainest clothes, spend
And
the least amount
yeah,
of money on a ring,
still be rich.
and still be rich.
All right, so
Mm.
I know I talk about Dave Ramsey, but this is what I agree with. What you should spend on an engagement ring. This is my opinion. This is Dave Ramsey's
Jimbo.
opinion, and I highly agree with what he says. So this is what Dave Ramsey says.
What do you make a month or a year?
Right now, each check is $1,373, so it's about $2,800 a month take home.
Okay, all right.
That's net.
And what are you thinking of spending on the ring?
$2,000 to $3,000.
Okay, good. Yeah, $3,000 is your max budget. 1 month's income is enough on a ring.
Okay.
There's no correlation between the size of the diamond and the success of the marriage.
Right.
Matter of fact, there might be an inverse correlation. At some point, there could be.
I agree 100%.
So whatever you make a month should be what you should spend on a ring. And Big Ed said that earlier, and I agree with what Big Ed said. You know, he kind of said that earlier, but I kind of wanted to lead up to that. But he did say like 2 months salary. And, you know, maybe if you found like a modern day woman that wanted a little bit more, I could see, you know, doing that. But 1 month's salary would probably be reasonable for an engagement ring. I think that, and when me and my wife got married, I didn't make a lot of money. You know, Brandy and I, we've been married, next month will be 9 years.
Wow.
Wait.
10
We're,
years.
what month? No, we're in August. So, nope. Rewind that. On the 15th of August, I thought we were still in July. I'm sorry. So this month on the 15th, we'll be married 9 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot we were in August. I thought we were still in July. So my bad.
You might want to fix that, because
Jimbo says, of course, Scouts knows the outfits. What the fuck ever? Of course, because you got to see what they're wearing.
So
you got to notice it.
I agree. So we've been married almost 9 years on the 15th of this month. And back then I didn't make a lot of money. So I spent $1,000 on the engagement ring. And then I spent $500 on the wedding ring. And then because the ring was like an antique style, so it was like swirly. So it didn't it would look funny if you had one side and not the other side. So I bought the engagement, the other side, and then the other side. So I gave her the engagement ring when we got engaged. I gave her the other side. And then when we got married, I gave her the other side. So it was one complete ring, and then we got it all soldered together.
That's cute.
So we spent like $2,000 on the ring altogether, like engagement, wedding bands, and all. But I didn't make a lot of money back then. That was 9 years ago. But you know, now I could probably afford, you know, a $5,000-$6,000 ring.
What people also
Did you
don't
see what
consider
look what Miss Danny said?
is. So you mean if my
Go
boyfriend
ahead.
proposes to me? Well, see, that's the thing. What people don't realize is that you also, if you're going to buy a low amount for the ring, you also need to be able to make your budget for your wedding. Not everybody's gonna want that wedding. Not everybody's gonna want the ring. Some people may just be like, hey, let's tattoo our engagement rings instead, so that we can save money on that and then have the wedding.
I've
seen people do that too.
I don't feel comfortable with giving certain people advice. Should he spend $8,000 on a ring? I would say no. I don't think no guy should spend $8,000 on a ring. But if he wants to spend $8,000 on a ring, he can, because if he makes $8,000 a month, he can spend $8,000 a ring. And like you said, you would be happy with an $800 ring. It's about love, not the valuable of the ring. And I agree with that statement.
Yeah.
I just think people shouldn't go into debt to get married. Or to get engaged or whatever. That is horrible.
And like
I
you
think,
said, go ahead.
And I'm gonna kind of go Christian on this one. So Big Ed Smith is here. I know he's Mr. Pastor over here. The borrower is slave to the lender, and it is not good to go in debt to get married.
And like Short Stuff said, be very mindful about what she likes in a ring and what she looks for in the design and everything else, because if you look for that and you see it and you choose that, that's more valuable than the actual value of the ring.
I'm gonna add some extra advice to that. If a woman truly loves you,
she don't give a fuck.
She ain't gonna give a fuck about what that ring looks like, as long as it's not, got bullshit on it. Like if it's like a normal engagement ring, like a solitaire ring or whatever, or just like a single diamond, and she likes a square cut instead of a circle, she ain't gonna tell you no because you didn't get the diamond cut that you like. If she does, then she belongs to the streets. I mean, either way, she belongs to the streets. I know that's misogynistic or whatever, but if you propose to a woman and she's that crazy about what you give her for a ring, she ain't the one.
She belongs to the streets.
Yeah,
Yes, I agree.
she gone. She ain't the one. Nah,
Yeah,
she ain't the one.
She
ain't the one. If a woman says I value the ring more than my marriage,
yeah, she belongs to the streets.
Yeah, she ain't the
That
one.
is a big 304.
She got to go.
Not a 304.
Yeah, 304.
Yeah, I know what you said. I caught it. I was just like, damn, not a 304.
Oh yeah, no, I figured.
304. That's a hoe.
Jeez.
All right, Scouts. In your ideal world, how much do you want your partner to make in salary wise? Or do you care at all? Like, if she made no money and you sat there and took care of her for the rest of your life, would you be okay with that?
Well, if you're talking about my current situation, first of all, she likes having her own money, so that's not the problem.
No, I'm not
realistically though, at least 50 grand.
You want your spouse to make at least 50 grand,
so we can live comfortable and have fun in life.
No,
yes.
Pause. No. Let me rephrase this.
All right,
rephrase. Specifies it more.
Would you be okay with your spouse not making any money at all and you paying all the bills and not making anything?
Scouts just froze.
Yeah, he did. He looks like he's got Down syndrome.
That doesn't look right though.
Yeah, he's like
that more looks like one of them filters. Not even the Down syndrome. It just looks like a filter.
I told you not to disturb me when cleaning my room. My name's Scouts. All right.
Back to normal.
He's still stuck.
Yeah,
all right. I'll remove him. All right, Scouts. Until you figure out your issue. All right. Short stuff. What would be your ideal salary for your husband?
Honestly, it's more of like, let's see. Do I even know how much I make a year? Honestly, I don't. If in say 10 years with the situation, if it's better than it is now. If he makes he can either make, I'd prefer to make him more than me, but if he makes either the same amount or a little less, it's not a big deal. But
But what do you?
if I were to pay all the bills, I would be that person that'd be like, I need you to help out.
But you would prefer him to make more than you, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
But if he's okay with me making more, it wouldn't be a big deal for me.
Wouldn't be a big deal.
It wouldn't be a
But
big deal.
how long would you be able to maintain that lifestyle of you making more than him? Or would you be okay with you making more than him permanently for until you die?
I wouldn't mind it in general. I just wouldn't mind it because as long as like we keep our finances intact and we're good across the board for all of it, it's okay. He would be able to have his spending, I'd be able to spend mine. If
Mhm.
he has, as long as he keeps it intact. And
Yeah.
even if as long as we both meet that medium where we're both okay with, okay, here's what we got. These bills are paid. This is what's coming up. If I don't got it, you got it. If you got it, I got it. We'll switch back and forth. We have that. There's that median where you both can reach on an agreement.
So do you think like with your like once you get married, would you and your spouse combine money or would you guys keep your guys' money separate?
I think it'd probably be combined, but if he would prefer to be separate, I wouldn't mind it.
So how would you do it? Would you just split the bills like down the middle or like
It
50-50?
Say like he decides to keep it separate, we'd make an account where we both put the money in there for the bills.
Okay.
If he decides to combine it, then we're still keeping an account where we have the bills in there that are still going in there, and all that bills are going to that one account.
Okay.
So it wouldn't be like, oh, you are spending more than what you need to, so I'm taking some of your money. No, what we got is what we got. If
So
there's a limit and we go past the limit, we need to make sure that we don't go past that limit again.
So Jimbo says, so the deal with us when she was working, was I pay the bills, she pays the groceries. Since she's not working now, I pay her part, but cut back on stuff, and we're not going broke. And we're married separate. She has a spending problem. There's Scouts. He's back.
Hey, that filter isn't there no more.
We
But you're on
can't hear
mute.
you. We can't hear you.
There we
Still
go.
can't.
I don't know what the hell happened.
There we go.
I heard that dumbass shit you said.
Oh, yeah. Jimbo clipped it.
Oh, he did clip it?
Yeah, he clipped it.
All right, go back to what you were saying now. Damn, I don't know what the fuck happened.
So Short Stuff said that she would prefer her spouse making more money than her, but she would be okay with being the head of household leader, but she would prefer her spouse to make more money than her. So as a man, would you rather provide full support, or would you want your spouse to provide full support?
I mean, I particularly don't care either way.
So you would be okay with your wife providing support for you as a man?
I mean, at the end of the day, if I worked my ass off every fucking day and I came home and I had to do what I needed to do and I couldn't get to the point where I was making more money, then so fucking be it. I wouldn't care as much.
That wasn't the question, Scouts. I said, would you be okay with your wife working and you not working?
Oh, not working at all? No, I would not be okay with that.
Okay. So would you be okay with like an equal playing field, like both y'all work, both y'all pay the same amount of bills, both y'all make the same amount of money?
I mean, that's what it is about right now. Yeah.
Would you rather make more money than her and provide more financial stability than what it is now?
I mean, if I had that option, yeah.
Would you rather provide, or would you rather it be equal?
I would rather
which one?
provide.
Yes, Scouts.
Okay.
Half-ass the answers.
Yeah, half-ass the answer.
Half-ass the answers. Do a half sentence and then stop.
Jimbo, I got a
think
question.
no.
If your spouse could, if she could go back to work, would you rather be still the full financial provider, or would you rather it be 50-50? So we're gonna, while he brings that up, we're gonna bring a
He
clip
said 50-50
in.
if he can.
50-50 if he can. Okay. I like it. I like it. So here's a clip for, I think women are first, what they want as their partner to make, and then men last. So here's the clip.
Minimum income. Like let's
60?
say
60,000.
70K.
$30,000.
I don't think that matters to me.
I really don't care about income as a student myself. Like I don't have that much money right now.
I'm a broke college student, so I guess they can be broke as well.
I'm in college. I don't expect you to make a lot.
All right, he's on food stamps, so
I'm gonna say at least 200.
200 grand?
Like 200.
Minimum, like 30. Maximum, as much money as possible.
That really doesn't matter.
No preference. No minimum income.
What about minimum income? Do you care how much they make?
No.
Not particularly concerned with income.
So what did you guys notice between the guys and the girls?
The men didn't really care as much.
Some men cared. When I say some men, I mean those are the ones at the end that said make those, they want their women to make as much as possible.
Big Ed said they don't know real life yet.
They right though. He right though.
They don't know real life yet.
If you were one of those people that worked multiple jobs, yeah, that's true. They don't know real life yet. If you're one of them people that goes to school and work at the same time, yeah, they don't know real life yet. If you have to do work, you have to work, go to school, and take care of a family all together, yeah, they don't know what real life is yet. But if you get hit with multiple things where you have to make sure you don't spend so much that it's so tight in your financial, yeah, then it's, you know how hard it's going to be, that with everything that's going to hit you. But if you're going to say that a girl needs to make as much money as possible and be the one that's got to take care of everything, and you're just going to be there chilling and not helping out, get the fuck on.
Now, short stuff. There are women that do.
Hold on,
Yeah,
Scouts.
there are
hold on
women
real
that
quick.
do that. There are women that do that. And I would still say the same thing to the women. Get the fuck on.
So Big Ed, the reason why I kind of want to touch this topic, because he says, my son actually said, why is money so important with love? And I told him to watch the incident proposal. So I could actually show you in real time why money is so important when it comes to love. I will show you why.
I mean,
Go ahead.
yes,
Show us.
there's stuff that comes with it. That's why there's different things that come with it.
Okay, this is a delusional calculator for women.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This uses I'm being serious. This uses the Better Business. This uses the
BBB.
U.S. Census Bureau and NCHS when it comes to statistics. When it comes to what like women want, like it uses actual statistics. So like normally with women, they want a man between the ages of 20 and 40. Of course, they don't want them married.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're not specific, they'll take any shade of color.
Mm-hmm.
Most women want a guy that's taller than them, but if you look on like Tinder, Hinge, what's those other dating sites? Plenty of Fish, Bumble. What's their
My
minimum
Yearbook.
requirements?
Tinder,
They want a 6 foot tall man,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't want him fat. What's the average minimum income that a woman usually wants now? It's $100,000 a year. Find out. That's the probability of a man that they're going to find. Less than 1%. And that's between the ages of 20 and 40. That's why income matters.
But then that's when you get these women who say, why can't I find a man who's going to be rich enough to take care of me and this and that bullshit and bullshit and bullshit like that. And the reason why they can't do that is because, yes, their standards are high, but they don't realize that until they get hit with reality, they're not going to find something like that.
So, also with this data, this doesn't include if they're handsome, if they're straight, if they got good hygiene, if they know how to cook, if they know how to clean, if they know how to do anything.
Yeah, so they're just getting based off what's the requirement.
Yeah, this is just the minimum. Not married, any race, 6 foot tall, not fat, make $100,000 a year.
And so you know damn right well it's even closer to fucking 0.1.
It could be, it could be point, because this doesn't include if they're not gay. So it could be 0.1.
Here, let me answer Big Ed's question, because he put one out there where it says, if a man's gonna take care of you, why go to college and create debt at all? It's not that you create debt.
He said
before.
uncheck obese. All right.
It's not that you create.
It's still 1%.
Still 1%.
Yeah, it's still less than that. Because it's not that we create debt. We had already started that before we got married. But the thing is, would you rather have your woman be jobless to where, yes, she wants to be a housewife, but you also have to remember that if the marriage is not successful and the woman does not have anything, what is she going to fend herself with if she doesn't have a degree to back out on? She's got to figure out stuff for herself at some point.
So
hold on, I wanted to say one more thing about that before you exit out, but go ahead and say what you're about to say.
Me or
no? I was going to say about the website, but go ahead and say what you're about to say though. Don't exit out yet.
Okay, I mean I can pull it up. I still have it up. So I'm going to get to what Big Ed said just in a minute. So Short Stuff said, like, what does a woman have to lean on when? Say what you just said again. I'm very sorry.
Okay, here's an example. Say you get married.
Mm-hmm.
The husband is the husband's breadwinner.
Yes.
Wife decides she's not going to go to college.
Okay.
But she does not have any experiences for anything. No experiences for work or whatnot. All she did was just be that housewife. Eventually, the man's going to get tired because he's pulling all the weight. And he doesn't feel like he's getting much as far as his satisfaction. Regardless, if he decides he's going to divorce his wife and leave the kids, what does she have that she's going to help get by?
Nothing.
So hold up. So 80% of all marriages end in divorce with the woman leaving.
Right.
So that's a statistic that I will pause you right there. So a man leaving a woman in a marriage is very, very, very unlikely.
Yes, that is right. It is unlikely.
Okay. All right.
But he asked if men and women were to get married, why go to college if your husband's going to take care of you at all? Why bother going to college and creating credit debt?
So I feel like
that's what he asked.
So I feel like a woman should go to college. Well, let me rephrase this.
You're about to cause your own conundrum.
No, I'm not. So a woman should pursue their career or pursue their lifestyle, but it shouldn't be their main goal.
I would say they should pursue a career before they pursue a marriage. And if they can get that, and it does help the guy influence him to be a better person, as far as not only his career, but motivate him to be better, also financial wise, then you might see the equality. You might not. There's always going to be that uneven at somewhere. There's always going to be that 80, 20, 50, whatevers. But at the same time, if both are considering doing their careers and it gets to a point where they can see that even out, it should work.
So I feel like in a relation. Well, I'm trying to.
Broken.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it is. So in a relationship, it really depends on where we're at in a relationship. So like, say like you're just dating somebody and it's like you're casually dating somebody, your career should be before a guy. But if y'all been dating like 6 months or whatever in your career and you're, whatever, I feel like like if you're engaged or whatever and you're planning on like getting married or whatever, your boss should not come first before your husband. And I feel like that's where a lot of modern day women are failing right now, because they will show up for work on time for their husband. Show up for work on time. They'll show up for work. Yeah. They'll show up for work on time for their boss, drop everything they do for their boss, but they will not have kids for their husband. They won't be submissive to their husband. I feel like women have it backwards, that women should be submissive to their husband if they're married and not be submissive to their bosses. I feel like they got it backwards.
Some people do. Not all. Some women do. Even guys could also do the same thing.
But a guy's value
It's
is
rare.
dependent on what they bring to the table and what resources they bring. So they kind of have to be depending on their bosses and listening to their bosses.
Homeboy said it best. Only women, children, and pets are loved unconditionally.
And
Men
I agree.
are loved in the condition of them providing something.
Yes, Chris Rock said that. Yes,
that is true.
Yes. So run that website back up real quick, though.
And I actually can bring this up rather to a life experience, because I could actually use this as a real life experience, and not to badmouth anybody in my family, but my stepdad, he doesn't work. He doesn't provide any money. He hasn't worked in 3 years. My mom has been the financial support for the family. My mom threw my stepdad out. Why? Because he wasn't providing anything. He was not providing protection, security, or income. So what did my mom do? She threw his ass out. Do I blame her? Fuck no. Because she needed to be supported. So I could speak on this as a person, because I've seen it happen in real time. A woman can only support a man for so long, depending on how long it is. Some women's breaking points are longer than others. I have an understanding, if I lost my legs and arms and I wasn't bringing a check every day, that if my wife wanted to leave me within 6 months, I'd tell her to leave. And I'd be okay with that. You know why? Because I can't provide what I used to provide for her. If she wanted to go out and find another man, I'd be okay with it. Well, I wouldn't be okay with it, but I'd have to accept it as a man.
Studio said if you don't submit to your significant other, at least you won't lose your job or income.
And Big Ed said my wife threw out her dad, and he was bringing home a check. Miss Danny said, I don't agree with that. Even if my boyfriend lost his job tomorrow, I would still love him unconditionally. I understand that, Danny, but how long would it take for you to actually say that he needs to get a fucking job?
Or how long would it be to where you're going to have to pack things to make him get that job?
So my mom went 3 years with my stepdad sitting on the couch, not working, sitting at his ass on the couch, not working, and my mom was providing all the financial support. So there is a window of time where a woman would get sick and tired of providing support. A woman will only provide support for her children.
Can I be honest with you, James?
Yeah, go ahead.
My girl was a month and a half.
Of what?
When I was between jobs. Get a fucking job. Like, it happens, bro. Like, they're only going to wait for so long.
Yeah, they're only going to wait for so long.
That's just a prime example. They're only going to wait for so fucking long, bro.
I'm not going to lie about that. We are going to wait for so long.
We are.
It just depends, but it also depends on other factors. There's other factors.
It also depends on the woman in general, too.
Yeah.
It depends on the woman. It depends on how
hesitation.
long you've been together. It depends on how long you've been married. There's a lot of variables.
Not even
there's
that. Like,
there's a lot of variables. But my
Yeah.
mom was sick and tired of being sick and tired, and she waited 3 years, and then she got tired of it, and she threw his ass out. And I don't blame her. I don't blame any woman who throws a man out for not fucking working. A man's job is to provide, protect, and provide security.
Jimbo said, I get bored at home. Fuck that.
I agree. A woman's job is to have babies and nurture and, and be a mother. That's what it's evolution. That's what we are.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
That's what it's supposed to be.
That's our natural.
But if it's the role switch, you have to adjust. There's always an adjustment that's got to be made.
I agree in some sense.
Regardless of how long you've been married, regardless of who's got it, who doesn't. That's why you have made it to where you can both agree that somewhere there's going to be that uneven 50-50 or the uneven 70-30. You'll find that agreement. And not all marriages or relationships are going to be successful based off that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's always
depends on how understanding both of them are.
There's always a masculine role and a feminine role. And it's very sad what Big Ed Smith said. Society made it to where a mom has to work. A mom should not have to work. But the other issue is us as humans, we like things. You want Netflix, you want Hulu, you want Disney Plus, you want a second car, you want a big house, you want all these things, you want fucking cable, you want DirecTV, you want the NFL Sunday ticket, you want all these fucking things that you don't have to have, that you feel like you need to have to keep up with the Joneses. Debt. You go in student loan debt, you go in car debt, you go in house debt, you go in all these debts that you don't need to go in debt.
Look what Miss Danny said.
But that's why you make them plans. If you can't make them plans, you got to adjust to somehow making those plans and enforce it. Plans aren't always going to go the way it is.
Look what Miss Danny said. Miss Danny said when we first got together, he did not work for a year, and I stayed and never left and told him I was leaving. I was doing everything plus working 2 jobs. More power to you. More power to you.
Yeah, I mean, I was with somebody at one point, and I was still working 2 jobs.
So one thing I will say is everybody has. I always say this is my thing when you have like a life story or whatever. Exception doesn't make the rule. Just because you've been in that story or you've been in that or done that or whatever, exception doesn't make the rule. It doesn't make
But all
what it is.
Trends don't make rules either.
Yeah. If 80% of marriages end in divorce because the women files, we know for a fact that 80% of women file for divorce. Doesn't matter if it's for infidelity, if it's for money, if it's for debt, or if it's whatever. We know 80% of women file for divorce. Just because if Scouts files for divorce, he's that one off because he's a dude. It doesn't matter. It's still 80%. Majority of women file for divorce. I'd say that's really great that you work 2 jobs and you wanted to provide support for your man. That's great. I mean, you're a hustler. You're the exception of the rule, and your man is lucky to have you. But unfortunately, if your man isn't taking care of you, I'm not going to go there. Well,
say it. Too late. You already
Hey,
started it.
hey, James, run that website back up real quick though. Run that.
If your man, I will. If your man isn't taking care of you, your man should be taking care of you. A man should be providing at least half, if not more. And I've always said, a man is okay with providing support, but I'll run that side of back. All right, hold on.
Yeah, my baby made some cookie dough, Jimbo. That's what I'm eating. Don't judge me.
All right, what do you want me to do?
Shit.
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
All right, so you said you put it at 100,000. What did you say that the average income was? You said like 30, 35?
50K is the average salary.
All right,
and the
so
average height for 5'8".
All right, so run that back. Run back the same thing, but put it at 50K and see what the difference is.
How much
you had
height?
it at 100,000. Keep it the same height.
At 6 foot?
Yeah, keep it the same height.
Excludes obese, or they could be fat.
Nah, they ain't fat.
They ain't fat?
Nah, they ain't fat.
20 to 40?
Yeah, keep it 20-40.
1.5.
That's still 1.5. That's still stupid, and that's an average salary.
So if you make $50,000 a year and you're 6 foot tall, oh, I didn't show screen. I'm sorry. Thank you, Jimbo. So if you're not married, any race, 6 foot tall, not obese, making $50,000 a year, that's the average salary. You're less than 2% of men.
That's still bananas.
So if you're 6 foot tall and make $50,000 a year, you're top 2% of all men. You're considered basically a high value man in America. You're considered a high value man.
Danny said, I work 2 jobs and now he works 2 jobs and I pay most of the bills and he pays my truck for me and our rent for the house. That's good. As long as you guys have a stable balance of what you guys decide on what you're going to pay and what you're not going to pay, it works out perfectly fine.
You are a high value man if you make the average salary and you're 6 foot tall and you're not fat.
That almost is me.
If you're not fat and you make the average salary and you're 6 foot tall, you could damn near control the sexual marketplace as a dude.
Not control it.
You damn near control the sexual marketplace. Big Ed says, well, I'm fat, damn it. All right, so we'll uncheck fat. New search. Excludes the beast. 2.8, Big Ed.
It's still 2.8.
2.8, bro.
Hashtag
Big
fluffy
Ed,
for life.
Big Ed, you're married, bro. So unfortunately, you control the sexual marketplace if you're 6 foot tall and you make at least the average salary. You guys gotta make these girls. You guys gotta make these girls make you the prize.
And you know, let me
you the fucking prize.
And
I'm even prize. You're the fucking prize. You're 6 foot tall. You make $50,000 a year. You're the exception.
And you know what's crazy, James? You know what's crazy, James? Going back to what we said way before, if we do that with a 1 month engagement ring at 50 grand, that's still only a 4K fucking ring. 50,000 divided by 12, that's still a 4K fucking ring.
That's a perfect ring.
That's still a 4K ring. They're getting crazy out here.
So I'm short. So let me do mine. I'm 5'4".
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm not fat. And I do make $50K a year. I'm 9% of all men.
9%. Not that rare, but you're there.
I'm 9% of all men, but I'm not fat. So
does that skinniness have any use when it comes to the winter season?
it does, because I'm able to pay for heat.
Because
I make $50,000 a year.
We paying for heat over here.
Heat over here.
Heat over here. But if you're gonna give that heat, and then y'all start complaining about, oh gosh, your feet are so damn cold. What the fuck?
I'll turn up the heat. I'll put it in 80 degrees, but we don't have to pay for heat here in Texas, like Jimbo Slice says. We only got to pay for heat for like 2 weeks out of the winter. We're good.
I'm winter all year round, so it doesn't matter for me.
But yeah, so if you make $50,000 a year, and if you're taller than 5'4" and you're not fat, you got it made in the shade, dude. Quit letting these modern day women try to run you, bro. Quit letting these modern day women run you. Know your fucking worth. Know your fucking worth.
Quit letting the shitty women run you.
That's why.
Don't pull just the quit letting these women run you. Don't let the shitty ones run you.
That's why I say I always say modern day women, because I feel like
it's not even just the modern day women. It's not even just the modern day women.
But short stuff.
I know a lady who's 40.
How old are you, short stuff?
And
how old are you?
We'll be 31 this year.
Modern day women are the women in their 20s.
I know. Hold on. There's a fruit fly. Sorry. I know a lady who's married and 40 and has like 2 kids. And she's unhappy with her marriage, but she decides to throw it out throw her immature stupidity out on other people. And she's the breadwinner of her family, besides, even though her husband is working and has his own business.
It's because she's the breadwinner.
She's stressed the fuck out all the time.
It's because she's the breadwinner. Of course she's going to act crazy. Women who make more money in the relationship tend to act crazy. Tend to act like...
But you also got those women who's the breadwinners that don't act crazy.
Yeah, but they're the exception to the rule, though.
That's probably like 1%.
Yeah, it's a small percentage.
That are like, I may be crazy, but I know where to put my crazy at.
Yeah, probably in sex.
It doesn't even have to be sex. I know where your brain's going. You called for that sexy time tonight. You might want to hurry up and catch your goal for that sexy time, though.
All right, so I got one more topic that I'm going to tackle with the red pill, because I feel like I'm able to tackle this. We got plenty of time. So have you ever heard of micro cheating?
No.
If anybody in the chat has ever heard of micro cheating, let me know in the comments. But I was listening to the news this morning. I went this morning to go pick my wife up a coffee, and they talked about micro cheating. And there was an article about micro cheating that was like, what the fuck is micro cheating? So they started like listing all these things that might be cheating if you do these things. And I was like, what the fuck? So we're gonna talk about this, and I want to know if you guys do this in the comments. So let me know if you guys do these things in the
Is
comments.
it going for a midget rather than a regular size average man?
No, it's just like little things. So we'll go with the first one. If you're talking with a opposite sex and you're claiming to be single, do you consider that cheating?
Yes.
Okay. I would consider that cheating too, because you're kind of opening up the possibility that you might be trying to get with that other person. So I agree with that situation.
It's also the lack of respect for it.
I agree.
You're right. You're right.
Yes, I agree.
Your lack of respect of the whole relationship. Absolutely. Yep.
Okay. So the next one would be you secretly remain in contact with an ex.
Yes, that's cheating too.
Yeah. Well, no. There's it depends. But if it's secretly, it depends how far those conversations go.
An ex is an ex for a reason.
Yeah.
Ooh,
But it depends
okay.
on how far those conversations go. If they do go as far as sexing, then yeah, it is that far.
Not even
but-
that. If they go
Or-
far as, hey, how was your day? That's
It
too
could
damn
be.
far.
It could be. But like I said, it depends. Again, I play petty on certain occasions.
So I think
And
it
Sweetie
depends on the
Sistine would play petty.
situation. I think it depends on the situation. Like, I feel like my wife should not be friends with any of her exes or have communication with any of her exes. But I understand, like, her baby's father, she should have some sort of communication because she has to have some sort of communication because of the kids. That I can understand. But like if I was in my 20s and, like I was starting to date this girl and she's like, "Hey, I'm still friends with my ex," red fucking flag. Right away, red flag. You still talking with an ex? Red fucking
But
flag.
the thing
The farthest I can see you going is maybe telling them happy birthday, and that's it.
Not even that.
But here's the thing. If they're still friends with their ex and you actually become good friends with that ex, you would know, you'd be able to find out why they became an ex on both stories of sides.
So my rebuttal is what if you end up breaking up with that girl and you're not friends with that girl after y'all break up?
Then
And
happy life to them.
But she's still friends with her. She's still friends with her ex. You know what I mean? Doesn't that feel like a red flag then?
Like for me, it depends on with some of my exes, I'm not friends with all of them. I have certain exes that I can't be friends, and I have to either tell them nicely or forcefully block them off. But
see, with me it's different. I'm friends on Facebook with women that I've messed with but not been in a relationship with. If I've been in a relationship with, I can't be friends with them.
If I know there's a hidden agenda somewhere, I'm immediately gonna have my own way to work around it.
Short stuff. Do you think?
Give the exception. I will give that exception to give doubt. I would give that exception to give pure doubt. And if that agenda keeps repeating in my own gut instinct, then I will cut it off.
Short stuff. Do you think men and women could be actual friends with no sexual intentions?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
It's possible. I've grown up with a lot of guy friends and had friends. They've had girlfriends, and I have friends who are like who have significant others, and their friends and their significant other has other female friends. But if you're that person that watches and observes faster more than that person who just keeps consistently talking and spitting out bullshit, you know where it goes if you can find the little perks.
That's the good question in the chat. Do you think men and women could actually be serious friends? Like, do you think that the opposite sex could add value towards a friendship without wanting sex.
I have two or three female friends.
Yeah.
Like we're just friends, nothing more, nothing less.
And you wouldn't sleep with them.
Nope.
Even if they spread their legs and said, "Come fuck me."
Nope.
I have guy friends who like.
It's not the same for women.
No, no, but there's the thing. I have guy friends who would want to fuck me, and I have
Okay,
guys who won't wanna fuck
exactly.
me. But
Okay.
those guys, here's the thing: those who do want to fuck me, I tell them, even though I'm already taken, I don't even communicate with them as a personal reason.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when they are aware that I am taken, they know well enough to back off. Because they know not only do I play petty, they know I'm defensive really quick. And they know how I would be because I've known them long term. But
Quick
they're
question,
also
Scouts.
more like,
What's
I
up?
will protect you regardless.
Those girls that you're friends with, are they attractive?
A few of them are, yes. Not all of
Okay.
them, but a few of them are.
All right.
You just have to know where your boundaries are at. That's all it is.
That's what Jimbo says.
And not only that, like I will
And you
say
have to be able
though,
to trust your
with
significant
some
other.
of them, not and that's with the ones that are not, the ones that are attractive, not attractive. Like they're the type of women that I wouldn't want to be with. Like I wouldn't want to like. You know, you know who you like and you don't like, and the qualities of women that you like and don't like. So they have the qualities of women that I don't like. Like, you know, I wouldn't want to be with them, but I'm friends with them.
I mean, it goes the same thing with guys. I've had guys ask me if I'm attractive enough, you know,
Hey,
why
you're
can't you?
stupid.
Why won't you? Even if I was single, I've had guys been like, I'm attractive enough for you, or I've told them that they're attractive, but I'm just like, I can't. I know you. I know too much of you, of what you do. I can't.
I'm sorry,
And even
short
if I
stuff,
didn't know
but
them, it would have been the same thing.
I gotta tell you something. Studious Fools is really attractive. Yeah, got her. Got her.
Hey, blow the horn on that one.
Got her. She
I give them that props. Like I said, when they deserve it, they deserve their flowers.
Oh,
I give him his
Jesus.
props.
There you go. Shout out to Studious. You know I'm holding you down, buddy.
He's lucky.
All right, so we're gonna go to number 3 on the micro cheating examples. You're still on dating apps. Do you consider that cheating, or do you not?
Even though I didn't go ahead, I'll let you answer first.
Are you saying that you're in a casual relationship, or are you saying you're in a serious relationship?
I would say I don't know. It's pretty
That's
vague.
what you got to factor in. That's what
It's
you gotta
pretty
factor in.
vague.
If you're in a casual relationship, by all means, go fuck around. I just won't fuck with you like that.
Yeah.
If you're in a serious relationship, you better cut that shit off quick before I
Scouts?
cut you off.
And I agree. That's exactly what I was about to say. But on the same token, though, even though I didn't fuck with it, I did try Facebook dating for a little while, and I
here
didn't
we
have
go.
no look. I did, but at the same time, though, it was for a long time. I just didn't even respond no more.
Scouts was the Tinder swindler or whatever.
Not the Tinder swindler. Shut the fuck up.
I'm not gonna be prude.
Yo,
There are stuff I've tried, but I'm not gonna be prude. There are stuff that I tried, but then again, Studious knows Studious will just tell you I'm attractive enough, so I don't have to do shit.
There we go. I like it. The confidence.
Studious will tell you I'm attractive enough. I don't have to do shit.
But as soon as I knew the relationship was serious, though, I cut that shit all out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as soon as it gets serious, it's gotta go.
So, do you think men offer the relationship to the woman or the women offer the relationship to the men?
I've seen both.
Let me ask you this.
Ooh, okay.
How long did it take you to realize that you wanted to marry your wife when you guys were dating?
Fun fact, my wife proposed to me.
The average, from the last time I checked, the average guys will know if they want to marry the woman in 3 months, while women will figure it out in about a year.
So my wife wanted to get married after like 7 or 8 months.
Yeah, it's different for everyone. But then
I
again,
wasn't.
your wife is also older. So
Yeah.
you have to factor that she's 9 years older or so.
Yeah.
So that's one of those, she already knew what she wanted. She already figured out you had those qualities. But if they're fresh, if they're still dating or they've already gotten to that point, how they'd mostly think guys would say in 3 months they'd figure out who they wanted, if they wanted to marry the person based on their own qualities.
But you know why I think that is though, short stuff? Is because when men leave relationships, they leave relationships to better themselves, to know what they like and they don't like. While women, when they get out of relationships, sometimes they jump from one to the next.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm not saying that it won't happen. But it depends. Some women will be like, I'm gonna get better before I jump into another one. And other women, to get over the person, will jump into multiple.
But they already know the qualities though.
No, yeah, they know the qualities, but before they actually really know the qualities, they will jump.
I think
Because to get over, there's always that saying, to get over a guy, you have to get under another one.
Yeah, I feel
That
like
It's the same thing for guys.
I agree. Here's why. A man's revenge compared to a woman's revenge is different. Jimbo, clip this if you're still here.
I'm about to say, elaborate a little bit.
He's about
Jimbo,
to go to
clip
bed.
this if you're really here.
Because his phone's dying. He's about to go to bed.
A woman's revenge is short. A woman leaves a relationship, they could find a man very quickly. They could sleep with another man, go to a club and dance with another man, find a man like that very quickly. It's almost fast. It's very fast.
Next day.
Yeah.
Much. Or that night.
No, not even. Yeah.
Not
that
even
night.
a day. That night.
Not even. It could be that night.
A man.
But
a
men
man
also factor in the long term rather than the short term.
We're very long term. We got to build ourselves up. We got to go to the gym. We got to make more money. We got to build our value.
Once
right
women
now,
hit a heartbreak, then they'll go to themselves.
Right now, I'm getting the sweetest revenge on my baby mama right now. I weigh 130 pounds. I almost got a 6-pack. I make good money. Whereas my baby mama looks like a goddamn whale from fucking Shamu in SeaWorld. My revenge is great right now. I know it sounds shitty and misogynistic, but that's what it is.
But then again,
but
sometimes
it took. You know how long it took me to get that? You know how long it took me to get that revenge?
It would have taken you years. Of
10 years. It took me 10 years to get that revenge. Where she got hers the next day.
Yeah,
next fucking day.
That's bound to
took me 10
happen.
years.
When women will get revenge that same day, if they really wanted to. But that's just to cover up their own heartbreak.
Jess said talking crap about whales is not nice. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, we could say more than that, but that's just a nice term of it.
Yeah, I was just trying to be nice about it. But either way, what I'm trying to say to make it smaller, like it took me longer to get the same revenge. It took me way longer to get the same.
For the streets. You can't change that unless you want to.
Oh yeah, misogyny all day.
If he's been for the streets, he won't change unless he wants to.
Exactly. All right, so we're gonna go back to our
Number
micro
4
cheating examples. or we're on number 4. Getting too close of a friend. Getting too close to a friend. Do you consider that micro cheating? So if you have a guy friend, I'm breaking it down. I got you, Scouts. I got you all day. So, say like you have a opposite sex friend, and you and your spouse are arguing, and you kind of console that partner. Well, he's being mean, blah blah blah. I wish she'd be better at this, blah blah blah. I wish she'd do this. Do you consider that cheating?
Yes, because that's how my last ex left me.
I wouldn't even go that far.
So do you think that would just be like engaging with another person, just talking to them,
If you're talking after
looking
the problem
for
has
advice?
been, if you're talking after the problem has been resolved, then it's not cheating.
I
If
have
you're
a biased
talking-
opinion about this.
But if
All right,
you're
let's hear it.
talking while the problem has not been resolved, it is cheating.
So
Really?
one of my
hold up, Scouts. Hold up. Pause. So you said while the problem. So let's rewind.
If the problem has not been resolved and they
Okay.
console the opposite sex,
Okay.
yes, you have opened that door for them to enter.
And
their
that's
consent.
what they're considering
Then
micro
yes,
cheating.
it is cheating because it has not been resolved.
All
and,
right.
and that's gonna
If
go
it's-
with what I had to say.
If
All
it,
right.
So
if it has been resolved, it can't be considered cheating when you're telling them. And then in the end, you do say, we fixed it.
All right. Okay.
So I had an ex one time where, eventually I found out, but I had an ex one time where we were going through some parts of life, and she ended up going to work and was talking to her coworker about the situation. And come to find out, she ended up starting to talking to the coworker and fucking with the coworker and dating the coworker and trying to get to know the coworker, and to the point where I ain't even gonna lie to you, I went on her Facebook and I look at the messages and I seen her talking to her coworker.
Mm-hmm.
So that opens that door.
Resolved?
It was not.
That's
it was
why.
not.
That's exactly why. I've been on both sides. I've done both sides. So at this point, it's more of, if your problem hasn't been resolved, don't talk about it. If your problem in your relationship has not been resolved, don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Don't talk about it till after it's fixed.
Yeah. Exactly.
If you have to find it out till 5 a.m. or at some point to find a solution over a week period, fix it first before you speak it.
And see,
Don't involve people.
And what I think, the one problem is that people have is not only the fact of, first of all, when you talk about your boyfriend or your girlfriend to other people, not only the fact of when you do that, you're talking up your significant other, that gets your friends and everybody else attracted to that person in a way where you should have not even got them attracted to them. So that's the first thing that even opens that door for you wanting to, for them even wanting to be ahead and go ahead and do that. And when they hear that you have a problem, or they see that you have a problem, or talking about the problem, then they want to jump on that shit. Like, for example, me. If me and my girl is going through a problem, there's only one person I talk to about this shit. I don't go to 1,900 different fucking people and talk to them all about the same problem. And I just happen to choose the person that I trust the most, because he can't do shit anyways.
Take another shot, Scouts.
If you're talking about the problem after it's been solved, you have to be mindful of who you're speaking to.
Absolutely.
That's the other part. You have to be mindful of who you're speaking to. If you're speaking to people who've known you for the longest amount of time before this person came around, by all means. But you got to also remember, the way you speak about them can change their opinion about them. Because at first they can say, "Oh, this person is good for you," and this and that and the third. But then once you start having problems and they don't see that where the solution's been talked about at the end of it, they'll be like, "We don't like you for this person." And then they're gonna push it where situations are gonna come up where y'all gonna break up, and then that person's gonna be like, "You shouldn't have said this, this, and this." I took it upon myself
Shout out
to
to
sneak under
Jess for
you,
the bits. I appreciate it.
to sneak under you, and take that.
Good night, Danny. You have a good night. Have a good weekend if I don't talk to you.
So I will say, texting somebody that, you know, like you're texting somebody about your problems too, you know, it could leave the door open because you might be vulnerable. And it really depends on who's texting who. I like to say, like, if a woman's texting a man and a woman's feeling vulnerable and opening up to a man about her situation, I feel like that's very not a good idea. I feel
That's
like it's
why you got to be mindful about who you speak it to, because if you know they're going to give you that
because
biased situation, that biased
yeah,
opinion, because I have guy friends or girlfriends that I ask a second opinion, and I look at the way situations are three different ways. You have to look at it three different ways, sometimes four. And if you
I
have to ask someone else for their opinion after, like I said, it has to be after it's solved. If it's
I al-
before it's solved, then you've already opened the doors for it to be cheating.
I also feel like there are some people who are genuinely care about your situation that may like there might be people out there that there are your true friends that are genuinely really trying to help you to where they will give you really good relationship advice that may not try to ruin your relationship, but
That's where
I
the
don't
mindful comes in. That's where being mindful about people you speak
it,
to come in.
it's
You
really
have
hard because I
exactly.
want to say like majority of men who are friends with women really just want a relationship with that woman.
Yeah, but that's why you gotta figure out guys are picky on the qualities of women, right? Men are picky in general. Men are picky on the qualities of the woman they want as
Pause.
a wife.
Men. Oh yes, men are
As a
picky on
wife.
the qualities as a wife,
Okay.
but men will sleep with any
Oh
woman.
yeah. No. That's what I'm saying.
Period.
That's what I'm saying. When you do talk to people, you have to be mindful. You have to be mindful because if you are not, that's where
Thanks, Jess.
you just shot yourself. You set up your own trap and fell in it.
That's why short stuff. Back to what I said real quick. You know who my person is that I talk to about that?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody I trust, my cousin. That's why I talk to about
Exactly.
that. Somebody that I know I
Exactly.
could trust. That's the only person I talk to about shit like that.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like it has to be a person that you trust. If you talk to someone who you don't trust, why are you trying to open that opportunity for them?
I
Yeah.
think it depends on the type of conversation. I don't complain about like work problems to a woman.
No. You could tell them about your day, but I don't complain.
Yeah, I don't like if my job is stressful or you know, like if I'm not making my daily productivity or something like that,
Yeah,
or
those are conversations you have with your significant other.
I don't even talk about that with my wife really.
Sometimes women want to hear it, sometimes women don't.
I feel
There's a
I
fine line of it.
I feel like
'Cause
women don't want to hear that. Women don't want to hear a man struggle. Like you talk about that like with your dad or your grandpa or like your brothers or like guy friends. I feel like women don't want to hear
there
that.
Unless
there's
they
always
ask.
yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying. Unless they
I
ask.
I don't feel like women I feel
There
like
are women
women
that
will
ask.
ask, but I don't feel like they really want to hear about it. I feel like if they think of it as like a bitch. Like you're being a bitch. Why are you crying
You have
about your
to
fucking job?
observe the body language. You can just say things, and if you don't observe their body
I'm
language
talking about
for
like
it,
conversations over the
That's what I'm
phone or
saying.
whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
You
You still
can't.
have to observe their body language.
How are you going to observe body language over the phone, though?
You hear it in their voice.
That's a good question.
You hear it in their voice and their words. Duh.
I guess so, but I don't know. I feel like there's some things that you don't discuss with women when it comes to certain things.
You got to
It
discuss
depends on-
sometimes some things in person.
Like
And
like
that's
with my
understandable.
with my mother, I feel like I could be vulnerable with my mother, but there's
Of
some
course.
things with my wife I can't be vulnerable about, like, like my job. Can't say, "Oh, I had a hard day, I was on the phone all day," or, "Oh, I had to go move furniture all day Saturday. We had 3 flights of stairs. I had to climb all these stairs." I feel like I can't be vulnerable with my mother, with my wife like that. Like, the only person I could really be vulnerable like that to is, maybe my mother, or, I could, call Scouts and be like, "Hey, man, I had a rough day today, man. I had to climb all these stairs. I had to deliver 10,000 pounds.
It
And
just
then
depends on the
Scouts would be
person.
like, "Quit being a bitch, man up." And I'd be like, "I guess I got to." And then, it's the end of the day. But,
Or
if
I'll
I
bitch
say
about
that to
my day back.
or
That's
if
the
I
thing,
say
it
that,
depends on the
if I say
person.
that to another woman, they would look at me like, "You're such a bitch, bro. Like, what the fuck?" You know what I mean? Like, they
Why
would
are you
expect,
complaining?
yeah, like they would expect more out of me. Like, they would find that not attractive because I'm complaining about it.
Like I said, it depends on the person. It
Yeah.
depends on the person. Because some women, they don't mind hearing you bitch about things. They prefer you bitch about things. Regardless.
So we kind of tackled 5, and that's texting someone you're attracted to. We kind of mixed 4 and 5 together with, getting too close to a friend and texting someone you're attracted to. We kind of like merged that together. So I'm kind of gonna skip 5.
So what's 6?
6 is confiding in an ex about your relationship issues.
Fuck no.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll never do that.
So do you
I
consider
have
that
nothing.
cheating?
Yeah, I have nothing to say to them.
Because that's how your ex will find their way back. So fuck no.
Yeah, Jess, hold on 1 second. Let me get my phone. It's on the charger.
No.
Yeah, short stuff. I personally have nothing to say to them.
I
Like,
can't say nothing.
why? You know what I'm saying? I could be friends with you on Facebook. I can see what you got going on. I can pay attention. I can watch. I can like every once in a while. But all the other shit, I don't give a fuck about.
No. I'm that type of person that if there was bad blood between us or any type of bad situation between us, I'm happy for you. What you got, go away. If we're okay, trusting enough to be friends, cool. I'm happy for you. We cool to be, hey, hello, how are you doing? Catch up. You doing this? You got this going? All good for you. I'll tell you a few things, not a lot, not go into deal, give you a skewed view. That's it.
And keep it moving. Exactly.
But if you're gonna talk to your ex about a relationship, fuck that shit. That's how you
Okay.
start a problem and not solve it.
Ready for me to move on to the next one?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Trying to impress others.
Why? No, that would be that'd be honestly my question. Why?
So here's the remark. It says, picture this scenario. You have a work meeting with someone you have a crush on. You spend extra time getting ready for that morning, apply seductive makeup, or choosing a perfect outfit. Trying to attract attention from others just isn't good relationship etiquette. And it could be counted as one of those micro cheating examples.
Absolutely.
Well,
but why would you want to impress someone if you're in a relationship? Why would you? Well, okay. Why would you want to even bother having feelings for someone if you're in a relationship with one person already? This does not include any factors.
I was about to say, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say not trying, But the only time I ever go over and beyond is when I'm single.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's because I almost wanted to ask, are you speaking in a relationship, or if you're single, then by all means, go for it. Shoot for the stars. If you're in a relationship, you better find your boundaries and set it. You're not gonna, if you're having a meeting to impress the boss for your job because you have to give out a presentation for that factor and that's your main goal because you're trying to get whatever the job promotion is, yeah. But if you're
She
doing it because
belongs.
you have a,
She belongs to the streets if she does
if
that.
if you're if you're trying to impress somebody who's a potential work husband or work wife while you're with somebody, go away. Just get the fuck on. Like,
That's
there's
funny
no
that you said that because me and my girl had a conversation about that earlier. She said we don't believe in work husband and wives around here.
I ran into a situation.
we don't believe in that shit around here.
I almost ran into a situation like that, and before it even happened, I had to cut it. It was over a simple thing, and they tried, and I was like, no, we not. You can ask all your questions and efforts. I'm going to decline everything. And then they just ended up being stuck with me through work because my boss was like, this person will be stuck with you to help. You got to help this person out for everything. And I was like, I'm good.
Short
I'll help
stuff.
you. I'll respect you, but no.
Short stuff. Where's Studious at?
He's sleeping.
What?
He got off. No, he got off work a couple hours ago, but he's got to be at work in the morning. So.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll let
Yeah,
it slide then.
He only does that if he can hang out on his own. But if not, then he's had a long day. His work week is insane.
Okay. All right. So the next topic is secret keeping. It's not, if it's not something you feel comfortable telling your partner, it's probably micro cheating when it comes to keeping secrets about who you're talking to or the content of your messages. You're being entirely unfaithful. I agree with that. I agree that if you are like having conversations and deleting conversations, whether if it's like text message, Facebook Messenger, or Snapchat, whatever, you're more than likely cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree because, like,
if you have to hide things, you should not be with the person. If you have to hide
trust
something
in a
from them.
relationship, trust in a relationship is the biggest thing for me.
Yeah.
Like I've had a few friends. I've had a few friends even say before it's fucking weird, but me and my girlfriend have our locations at all times.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on how far your trust goes. Like with me, I have it to where Studious could see, but I tell Studious like, just tell me where you going, and when you go home. So even if he doesn't show me, he'll tell me, and I'm okay with that. He knows I worry too much and overthink. So
most women do.
Yeah, but some of us, most women do, but some of us have that extent to where we'll, regardless if we think of the worst situations, we want to make sure that our significant other is safe and in that is gonna be alive when they come home. That's what you'd prefer your wife to be alive when she comes home. You'd prefer her not to come home all bloodied and beat up because you'd attack the person that did that to her.
I think
as long as she comes in one whole piece and is safe and still able to communicate with you to where, hey, I'm here, I'm home.
Do you trust your boyfriend Short Stuff to have female friends?
Oh yeah, I do. He has female friends. I trust him.
And you know, people say that's weird because I trust my girlfriend to have female friends. Now, at the same time, though, I've told her at the same time, though, I cannot trust that motherfucker as far as I could throw him. But at the same time, though, if that's your friend, that's your friend. I trust you more than I trust him.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a difference.
Yeah. I've told
Men,
I've told Studious that yes, you can acknowledge them. Yes, they can acknowledge you. Yes, you can be friends with them. But if there is something more, that boundary has to be set.
I don't think that.
Because I could trust you, and if you don't put that boundary, there's your lack of respect that went out the door.
I don't really think that men and women can truly, honestly be friends without some sort of boundary set.
That's what I'm saying. There has to be a boundary. And we have an understanding. Like with my guy friends, he's met a few of them. He's heard me talk about some of them.
Unless, so let me break it down a little bit. I have friends that I'm friends with that have wives.
Okay, how about this? If you have friends that you've known before your significant other, once you get married, would you still be friends with those people?
That's a good question.
Say that again.
If you had friends that you've known for long term,
okay,
before your significant other, before your wife, before your girlfriend, before any of that happened,
okay,
and you got married, would you stay friends with them?
Are they female friends?
It goes both ways. Could be male friends for her, could be female friends for you. If you have long-term relationships that you've known them, you know they're a good person, you know the type of person they are, you know how they are, before you have a significant other, would you still be friends with them after you are married? Because
I don't.
Remember, you said men and women cannot be friends.
So
would you still be friends with your long-term female friends that you were friends with before your wife?
So let me give you an example, James. You were friends with Jessica before you got married with Brandy. You would still be friends with Jessica because obviously you are. So the answer would be yeah.
Yeah. Because I've known Jessica since high school or middle school.
Exactly.
We've been friends, and we almost kind of dated at one point, but we didn't.
That's what I'm saying. You pulled a conundrum because you said you don't believe men could be friends with women, or women cannot be friends with men. You just pulled your own conundrum.
No, women can't be. No, because here's why. Here's why. Here's why. Because I don't feel like cheating for men and cheating for women are the same value.
Yeah, no, Jessica, I agree because I can be one of the guys. I'm one of the guys with studious friends, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I asked. If you have long-term friendships with people before your marriage, would you stay friends with them, or would you cut off contact completely if you believe you can't be friends with them as the opposite sex?
That's just like saying my female friend that I have right now, am I married my girlfriend, would I still be friends with them? And the answer would be yes, I would.
Exactly. So when you ask me if I trust Studious, or because he has female friends, whether they're new or long-term, he knows his boundaries. Yes, he can be friends with them still. But if they go past the boundaries that he's already set, they gotta go.
I don't view men and women cheating the same.
But it wouldn't be cheating, though. That's why I said if you were friends. But if they do pull that cheating part of it.
No, I'm just saying, like, if they pull the cheating card, I don't view men cheating and women cheating the same.
Right. Because if a woman cheated, it would be a stab in the heart for a guy.
Whereas
if a guy cheated, it would be seem to be a scratch for a woman.
Exactly.
But if the guy cheated and it seems to be a scratch for the woman, she plays it out to be a scratch. But really, it's a major stab. And when they do break up, she focuses more to better on herself, just like you did with your baby mama. You decided you were going to focus on yourself.
Not during that time, but
no, of course, but during eventually
the main
after
concept,
the whole,
though, yes.
Yeah. So that's why you don't view cheating the same way, because you think at first it's a scratch when men cheat, but it's a stab when women cheat.
It is.
That's
Men
conundrum.
and women don't love the same.
That's true. That's where your conundrum hits, because you have to enter in the factors of how things are. Without factors,
So
you don't
that's
know where it goes.
that's why men don't feel like.
That's why they feel
That's
like
why-
they can go where they want to go, and
That's why-
it's not going to get questioned.
That's why men. That's why men feel like men and women can't be friends.
Mm-hmm.
They can't.
They can. Yeah, they can't. They feel like they can't.
But that's also because men know how men think too.
Yeah,
Well, that too. Yeah.
that's agreeable.
Right, men know how men think.
Yeah. Why? I've always said this all the time. When men have daughters, their lives change all around. We try to keep those girls off stripper poles and try to keep them dating shitty ass fucking men. You know, men keep their sons out of jail and their daughters off of strippers poles.
But sometimes you gotta let them do it. You can't stop
No,
them.
absolutely not.
Sometimes if
Haram.
no, you can say that. But when they're out their house, when they're at the house, when they're out the house, could you stop them? When they don't live with you anymore, could you stop them? When they don't live under your roof, could you stop them?
No.
There you go.
She's right. You can't stop them.
When they're
You
not
can only hope you can instill that shit for them not to do it or want to do it. And nowadays, the fact that OnlyFans is as big as it is, it's even fucking harder now.
Oh, don't get me on the topic with OnlyFans.
TikTok is about to pull the same shit at some point.
Hey, Big Ed said, I knew some saintly girls who gone wild in college. Hey, hey, let me see a before and after picture, Big Ed. Let me see a before and after picture. That'd be a crazy sight to see. Right
I can't stand these women who get on OnlyFans who think they inflate their value, but yet they charge $5 a month for dudes to see their buttholes on fucking OnlyFans. It drives me fucking nuts. And yet they think they're
That's how you know that's not the women for you.
Oh, I agree.
You know what's funny
I
though,
agree.
James? You know what's funny
What?
though, James? You know what
What?
I told my girl? I told my girlfriend that I'm gonna take pictures of her feet and I'm gonna sell them online.
Don't
and I'm gonna
do
get
it.
these creepy ass fucking women
Don't
to buy
do
it
it.
and spend that
Don't
fucking
do it.
money.
I
Don't
actually
do it.
suggested that at one point to Studious.
Don't do it.
He would have gone with it if I did it.
Don't do it.
If
Why would you? Why
I
would you?
suggested that to
Why
Studious, he
would-
would have gone with it.
Why would you let other dudes? This
Pine
is
over
gonna
your
get
feet?
cringy. It's gonna get kind of cringy and
Pine over your feet.
why are you gonna let these dudes masturbate to your fucking feet pictures? Like, come on.
I mean,
let's be
but-
real, man.
It's better than showing the whole entire thing.
Would you rather
It's
show the
disgusting.
whole? Yeah,
Not-
no. See,
either way.
if it's just your feet, it's just your feet.
I don't
You're not
care.
showing the extra.
I
But if
don't care.
also, if
That
see,
that's
if
haram. That is fucking haram.
Look.
I don't want nobody.
If she can get her feet and hair done with that money every single week, fuck it, let her do it.
No, fuck no, dude. That's the difference.
But if
between
it's her
me and
own
you.
money, you can't. If it's her own money,
Then she belongs to the streets.
if it's her own money, and you don't have bank accounts that are combined.
Look what Big Ed said. Big Ed said I had a female.
That's what I just said.
Look what Big Ed said.
Send her to the fucking streets.
Big Ed said I had a female friend who had hairy legs and she made a lot of money.
Well, she gonna make fat stacks without me because I don't want that bitch. I don't want no bitch who's been on OnlyFans, Pornhub, UJizz, YouPorn, Backpage, or Craigslist. I want women who don't have an Instagram, who only have a Facebook with less than 100 friends, who go to fucking church, who work a 9 to 5, who keep their legs closed only for me, and praise the Lord.
Hey, that's like 0.3%.
It's all right. I'll take my 0.3.
That's like 0.3%.
I'll take my 0.3.
Even if it's like a 0.2.
I'll take my 0.2.
So what's number 7?
Oh shit, number 7. How am I a hypocrite? Pause.
Yeah, I didn't say this one. I didn't see.
Hold up.
You got a conundrum.
All right.
There's your conundrums, and I've been calling you out about it all.
Put my headset all the way on, taking a drink. I'm not a hypocrite. I don't want my girl being on OnlyFans. I don't.
But
I have no. She's talking about no. I guarantee you, she's talking about no Instagram and 100 followers. That's what she's talking about.
Okay.
That's what she's talking about. I know she is.
Realistically, we'll Brandy doesn't have an Instagram, and if she does, you know what? Matter of fact, she just did create an Instagram, and it only has 5 followers. So, and she don't have her.
I follow her.
No, you're not, because I don't want her having more than 100 followers to make me look like a hypocrite. Yo,
I mean,
seriously,
you just made yourself look like that already.
No, seriously, I really don't. Where was I going with this?
Nah, but for real though, I understand what you're saying about that aspect about just being not on the internet, period, not being active, not being social on that aspect.
Yeah,
I get it.
I don't want my wife on there, dude.
Yeah, no, that's understandable.
If any girl that I was seeing, I don't want her on Plenty Fish. I don't want her on Backpage. I don't want her on Craigslist. I don't want her on OnlyFans. I don't want her on fucking Snapchat. I don't want her on these platforms. You know, I don't want her on there. If it's a girl that I'm fucking seeing or courting or dating or whatever, she does not need to be on there.
I feel that. I understand that though.
Yeah,
I'm aware. I know.
It's understandable.
You know, and if she's on these platforms, she belongs to the streets.
It's understandable.
What's number 7?
All right, number 7. Sorry, guys.
No, you good. You good. What's number 7? We got you.
Oh, we did. Trying to impress others.
Okay, what's number 8?
Secret keeping.
What's 9?
Okay.
So number 9 is talking about sex with someone other than your partner. Yikes.
Is that male and female?
I would say the opposite sex, but if you're bisexual, I guess it would be male and female.
Are they asking advice, or they're asking what would you do in that situation?
Let me read the description. When you're in a relationship, you shouldn't be discussing your sex life with the opposite sex or someone you're attracted to.
So I agree with that. 100%.
And you definitely shouldn't be sharing sexual fantasies. These conversations should be reversed for your significant other.
Yeah,
I agree. 100%.
Yeah, because that's where your respect comes in. That's where respect comes in.
You ready for number 10?
All right, go ahead. All right, this is gonna be my last shot of the night, and we're gonna wrap this up.
You're meeting up with people behind your partner's back, even if it's just having a cup of coffee together. If you can't tell your partner about it, it's one of the key examples of micro cheating. If your significant other wouldn't be okay with you meeting up with someone, it's unfaithful behavior.
I'm assuming the opposite sex, so yeah.
Yeah, no.
So
They can
I
go.
feel like women might be okay with a man doing that, but I know for a fact men would not be okay with that.
Mm-mm. I couldn't do it. I couldn't.
Okay, so we all three agree on that?
Yeah, it's not right either way.
Yeah, either way, it's not.
Okay,
It's not
so
right.
we're going to go to 12. Liking
Where
and
did 11 come?
commenting.
Where was 11? I thought
That was
10.
11.
Where was it?
Oh, nope.
Oh.
I'm crazy. 11 is following ex's partners on social media.
Oh, yeah,
Keeping
fuck
up
that.
with
Yeah, no.
exes can come across the line into micro cheating, especially if you're spending a significant amount of time following or fixated on knowing what is going on in their lives. That this suggests blah 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 blah. Yeah, so following them on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Big Ed said, so when I meet James Hollenbeck and Jim Lewis Chicago at Rosemont, it will be cheating.
No, because that's the same sex, unless you're gay.
Yeah, unless you know something.
Unless you're gay. Yeah.
Well, when you gonna meet them, Big Ed? Because if you talk about meeting them in October, I'm gonna meet you too then.
Yeah, that he's talking about October, so you'll be there for sure.
All right, that's a bet then. I'd love to meet him.
Yeah, so we'll all be together.
That'd be cool.
All right, so we moving on?
Yeah, move on. 12.
12, liking and commenting on someone else's photo. If you're following a specific people on social media and constantly liking and commenting on their photos, this could be upsetting for your partner.
It depends on what you say.
And what you put on there.
So
yes.
I feel like this is different between men and women.
It is. But it also
because
depends on what you say and how you say it or what
because
you put on there.
Women post bikini pictures on Instagram. So obviously women don't comment on guys' pictures on Facebook and Instagram.
Actually, that's a lie.
Exceptions don't make the rule. I'm saying majority. Majority of women don't comment on dudes' photos. Unless they're like celebrities or...
No, I've seen a lot. Regardless, I've seen a lot. And they aren't even the exception.
But, I mean, like I comment on celebrities' photos. Like I'll, comment like on certain celebrities or whatever and be like, hey, you...
It depends situation-wise.
Yeah. Like hey, you lost weight. You look good, blah, blah, blah. You look really beautiful in your dress. You lost weight, or something.
That's a little too much.
Okay, here we go. I will give you an example right here. And I will actually show it on my Instagram.
No, I'm not saying you didn't do it.
No,
depending on the person, that could be depending on the person of your significant other.
Okay, well, we'll find out if you think this is cheating. Well, what would you think? What would you think?
If say it was one of your friends, like say if it was a guy who's known a person for the longest time and they've been working out, but your significant other has also been working out. You don't compliment your significant other, but you put a full paragraph of compliments on that person's picture. There would be a problem for that.
Trying to find the comment. So go ahead.
You really think so? No.
That's what I'm saying. It depends.
I mean, because at the end of the day, if if
you could fully
your significant other should automatically know how you feel about that situation,
right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It depends. It depends. They should know. But but the thing is, some people do it and they don't understand. Some people of the opposite sex do it and they don't understand why. That you'd be upset over that.
Yeah.
Even after it's been explained. They're like, but this is a friend. Okay, it's a friend. But it's a friend, yes. I've been working out for the same amount of time they have. You haven't given me compliments. Why do they get a full paragraph full of compliments? You see them more than you see me.
So
Why
I
would
can't
they get a
find
full
the
paragraph
comment.
of compliments for that?
I can't find the comment that I posted, but Mindy Kaling, I don't know if you know who she is. She was on The Office. She was the Indian girl on The
Oh yeah,
Office.
that's what's her name? I forgot. I know who that is.
Kelly
Yeah.
Kapoor.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've made a comment. I can't find the comment, but I
But
told her
that's a celebrity. If it was just a regular person,
she was a celebrity. Yes.
Yeah, but I'm talking about just a regular person in general. I'm not talking about any celebrity. I'm talking about in general as a person of the opposite sex. If you compliment someone else more than your significant other,
I've made like a few people that I'm friends with Facebook or whatever, like, hey, it's amazing that you lost weight, or hey, you look great from the weight loss journey or whatever.
yeah. See, that's okay because it's a general thing.
That's like
But
a general blanket
right.
statement, so I don't
But
feel like
if
that's
it's
cheating.
that's not. But if it's a full paragraph of details, but you don't give that same compliments to your significant other, like you don't ever compliment your significant other on his or her work progress, but you compliment someone else on their work progress and it's the same amount of time.
I do agree, like, you have, like, to make your relationship good, you have to water the same grass as you would somewhere else.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So would you suspect it to be cheating or not? If it wasn't a general view, if it was that specific.
If it was that specific, I would say yeah.
I don't know because, okay, here we go. So, like, I took today off because I had a funeral and I went to the funeral or whatever. After the funeral, I went to the moving company and I saw like few of the ladies inside the office and they were like, "Oh my God, James, you look so great from the weight loss. Like, you look amazing. Like, I'm so proud of you." Like, and it was in front of my wife or whatever. And like, it was cool or whatever, but do I feel like what she said was disrespectful? I don't think so.
No, see that you don't see that because that's a blanket statement. They didn't give full-blown details of
And
every detail on
yeah, and then
that's what I'm getting at
yeah.
with your topic. That's what I'm getting at. If you don't so that's why I said if your significant other was working out the same amount of time you had a friend who was also working out, you said regardless of if they're opposite sexes, if it was a guy whose girlfriend was working out for 6 months, no compliment, nothing of her progress, but you have a friend who's working out same 6 months, full compliments of every detail of their progress, would you consider that cheating? Full detail.
I don't really
Not blanket statements, not generals.
I don't really compliment people.
But would you consider it cheating? Would you consider that version of a micro cheating?
You got to think about it. They're taking their time and they're going in full detail about the whole situation, something that you didn't even acknowledge with your own spouse.
I guess if you didn't acknowledge it with your own spouse, I would consider it I don't consider it cheating. I consider it disrespectful.
It would be both. It would be both.
I consider it disrespectful.
Because it's disrespectful. It could be both. Especially because they're also consistently having a conversation.
I consider it disrespectful. I don't consider it cheating, but disrespectful
Or
for sure.
if you had the inkling they were cheating.
But
because of how words are exchanged.
Yeah.
Any conversation on there.
Because I mean I've been on like cuz my Instagram feed is all about like weight loss and stuff like that. So like I'll see like progress videos and like I'll put like fire emojis or whatever and be like, "You got this, girl, like keep it up," or whatever, like saying like it
Right.
but it's
general.
yeah,
That's
it's
still
like
a blanket statement.
Yeah, it's just like a blanket statement, like just hyping them up, but
all you're mentioning is blanket statements.
Or even if I said, "Hey, you look great, like keep up
Blanket
the good
statement.
work," or yeah, but I don't.
I'm talking about. Oh, you look good from the weight loss. You're now having not only the weight loss. You look curvy. You look extra. All that extra detail. Say like you're looking at furniture. When you look at furniture, you look at specific details of how you want it to look in your house. Same way you look at someone else more than your significant other.
Going above and beyond.
Would you consider that cheating?
Yes.
That's what I'm getting at.
But I don't look at But I don't look at men and women cheating the same though. That's the other thing that I would like to
regardless the question that regardless of
Yeah,
that view or not.
Yeah.
Blank statements are different from what I had asked.
Yeah. I think it is cheating, but I don't look at men and women cheating the same.
It would be disrespectful and cheating.
Yes.
Because say like example, you were working out, you had the progress of your weight loss and all that. So it's fine. We'll go on.
But I will say like liking and commenting on like a celebrity's picture, I don't feel like that's cheating. Like if my
it's celebrities, that's
yeah,
why.
it's a celebrity.
That's the thing. I was just talking about people in general.
And like a general friend, like if you're just trying to hype them up for like weight loss or whatever, I don't feel like that's cheating. But if you're like, if they're on Instagram showing their fucking ass and they're wearing a bikini and you're like, "God damn, girl, I like to get inside." Yeah, that's
that's where it.
That's definitely cheating.
All
right. So the next one is emotional cheating via text. If you're texting and have a deep emotional bond, this is an example. Micro cheating, this is behavior that can even cross the line into full-blown cheating if you establish a relationship with this person behind the partner's behind the back. Emotional cheating examples could be revealing secrets via text messages. Yeah, it's just straight up cheating.
Cheating.
Yeah, this emotional cheating is
cheating.
It's cheating.
Regardless, emotional cheating, physical cheating, mental cheating is cheating.
It's cheating. All right, we could all agree on that. I know Scouts can too while he drinks his little water bottle. So we'll move on to the next one. You lie about who you talk to.
Cheating.
I'd like to disagree with this, and the only reason why I say this is because there might be a family member that you dislike.
Good night, Big Ed.
A sibling or whatever that you dislike, and you don't want them talking to them, but you know it's a family member, so you feel like you have to talk to. So I think it depends on the boundaries.
Family members, or are we talking about significant others of the opposite sex? Because this whole entire thing is about opposite
So
spectrum.
it says if you have to lie about talking to someone, it's an inappropriate behavior for a relationship.
Yeah.
I
If it's
agree.
a family member, that's a whole nother situation.
Yeah.
That's a you situation, not a we situation.
Like, say for instance, my girl don't like my cousin.
Yeah,
And I lie about talking to him.
that's a you situation. That's not a we
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
That as soon as you brought up the family member, that's why I asked. Are we talking about relationships or are we talking about family?
Yeah. All right. Next one.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Hitting on other people.
Yes,
Yeah.
obviously.
Obviously. Especially if it's in front of your significant. Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking like a bag of chips.
You want that? You can have that without me. Go ahead. Go get your bag of
Not
chips.
a bag of chips. Looking like
Lays.
a snack.
You want that
Looking
meal?
like a snack.
You want that full course meal?
Looking
Go
like a
get it
Big
without me.
Mac.
Go get it without
Oh
me. 'Cause I'm
hell
not gonna
no,
be here
not
for
no
you.
Big Mac.
Yeah, bring the extra sauce.
That's what I said. You want that? Do you want that full course, 7-course meal? Go get it without me. So
Is she a regular Big Mac or a poor man's Big Mac?
Regular Big Mac. I could afford those fat stacks.
You know what a poor man's Big Mac is?
A McDouble, no ketchup, no mustard, add Mac sauce.
And shredded lettuce, yeah. That's a poor man's Big Mac.
Yep. All right.
Jeez.
16 is sending photos to others.
Are you asking for advice or what? Does your significant other know?
I mean, that goes back to what I said about earlier about going on her Facebook and seeing what my ex did. Yeah, it's the same thing. Sending pictures,
But
bro.
So it says even if the photos aren't suggestive, you shouldn't be sending pictures of yourself to someone
you're telling them about themselves.
Opposite sex.
But okay, so Scouts, say your girlfriend was planning a surprise, right? Just for you. But she needed advice. But you couldn't know, so she can't directly ask you. So she has to ask someone who knows you well enough.
How long did I know that? How long have I known that person for?
For a long time. Long term.
What's a long term?
Long term is
5 years, 10 years. What's long
10
term?
years. They know your boundaries. They know not to try to mess with your girlfriend or anything like that.
So what's the question then?
If she was gonna surprise you, and she wanted to ask that person, if this would be something that he would appreciate more, I'm just gonna surprise him with this. Would you be okay with her? And it's not suggestive. It's not like prerogative or not inappropriate or anything.
So
just
what would be the contents of surprising them for?
Like if it's like say your anniversary or something, if it's a special occasion, would you let them do that? If it's a special occasion, say they're like wanting to do a gesture that is romantic, but enough for themselves to be comfortable enough not to overstep their boundaries. And you trust the person that they're asking. You fully trust the person they're asking. Would you be okay with it?
Yeah, I'd be okay with it.
Okay. Here's a better example. Say they were planning your birthday. Let's put it that way. Say it was a special occasion. They were planning your birthday. They wanted to surprise you in a romantic way. Same situation. Would you still be okay with it?
That's funny because that actually happened this year for my birthday, so I would have to say yeah. I would have to say yeah. That actually happened this year.
That's why I can't agree to disagree. It depends on the situation.
Yeah, that actually happened this year. Funny enough.
That's why it depends on the situation. If it's just conversational,
tell them the scenario again.
If you were to have your significant other surprise you, say like it's your anniversary or your birthday, they needed, and they couldn't tell you. They had to ask someone who you knew long term, 10 years. You fully trusted them. They were sending a picture that was not inappropriate, not suggestive at all. But they wanted to put it as a surprise for whatever the occasion was. Could be your birthday, could be your anniversary. Would you be okay with it? Knowing that the person they're asking, you've known them long term, you fully trust them.
And see, though, but I'm gonna put it like this though too. The reason why that I agree with that and I say it happened this year for my birthday is because that person is actually married too. So it wouldn't have mattered anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
But so if they were single, would you still be okay with it?
It depends on the person.
If, like I said, the situation's still the same. You knew them long term, you fully trusted them.
I don't know. There's people I've known long term that I don't fully trust.
Yeah, but that's why I said you fully trust them. Say like if it was James. Although he would decline it regardless, but
yeah, he probably would.
He'd decline it and wouldn't even bother replying to her, so she'd be confused and do it anyway.
Yeah.
Would you still be okay with it?
Fuck it, yeah.
Okay. James, if
What?
your wife was planning to surprise you for your birthday, whatever special occasion is, and she had to ask Scouts, she had to ask Scouts, but send him a picture that's not suggestive, not inappropriate or anything. She couldn't tell you because it's a surprise. Would you be okay with it? Especially knowing that you fully trust him. And he's your family member and all this and that. Would you be okay with it?
Yeah.
So it depends on the situation. You can't really, like, if you fully know the person and you trust them, you would be okay with that. So it's not really cheating if they're sending something. But if it's for advice,
I think it depends on the person. Not only that, he's
Right.
my brother. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, but I meant also like if it was someone who wasn't even blood, if you fully trusted the person, they knew your boundaries well enough.
Yeah.
Okay, and it was like, say, like she asked another guy, you fully trusted them, they know the boundaries, all that. Same scenario.
I don't feel like I have
Would you be for it or against it?
against it.
You know the person long term. You fully trust them. She's planning a surprise, and it's a special occasion. She can't tell you. No one can. They play it off. But she's planning it for you. Example,
I don't have
i.e.
many.
Your birthday.
I think it's because I don't have many friends.
Yeah.
So
That you may not have many friends, but if that's what I'm saying, it's an if factor.
yeah, it's like I guess I'm gonna
still,
have to
would you
think of
be?
the.
Yeah,
I guess I'd be okay with it. It's the problem is I don't have many friends, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, no, but that's what I said. Like, if it was a general, like,
Yeah, blanket statement.
That's why I put those specifics on there,
Yeah.
because you're that person that I need those specifics to. So
Yeah.
that's why I put that for you in Scouts. Like, if you fully know the person a long time, and you had fully trusted them, they're aware of your boundaries with your significant other. They know where they stand, and they know where your significant other stands.
Yeah.
So with this topic, it just depends on the person.
You good, Scouts?
Yeah, I had to use the bathroom. We've
Oh,
been in
okay.
this thing. We've
you're
been
not
running this
cuffing
thing
up
for
along?
4 hours now.
Nope. 3 hours and 21 minutes.
Almost close enough. I can't tell you the last time I did almost a 4-hour stream. It's been a little while.
Welcome to the James Show. Yeah.
You're not cuffing up along?
Nah. What's the next one?
What's the next one? What's the next one? He's trying to
Is there
go
more, or
to
is that
bed.
it?
All right, next one is
Hell
giving
yeah, I
out
gotta
your
work in the morning.
number. Giving out your phone number.
Yeah.
Mm.
If it ain't
That's
my
not
friend.
true. That's not true because, like, if you go to
Well, first
like,
of all, if I give my number to
hold up.
anybody, if I give my number to anybody, I'm trying to talk to them. So no.
No, that's not true because I went to Kohl's today and I had to enter my phone number for the
Bro,
account
get
reward.
That doesn't count.
Out of here,
That doesn't
bro.
count.
Get the fuck
That
out of
doesn't
here,
count.
bro.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
How does
Get
that
the
not
that
fuck
doesn't
count?
out
count.
of here.
That bitch
All right.
behind the cash register knows my phone number now.
That doesn't count. That doesn't
Hey,
count.
yo, shut the fuck up.
That doesn't count.
On to the next
I
one.
knew something
On
was
to the
coming up.
next one.
I knew something was coming up. that don't count.
I gave out my phone number.
That doesn't count.
Just because you want some bullshit now.
All right. What's next?
All right, y'all trying to end the show quick. I see you.
I mean, you said at first you said we were taking too long bullshitting on the sports.
No,
topic.
that's Scouts complaining.
No, you was saying we not even started half the topics in like the first hour or two.
Oh, I'm
And
good.
We was chilling over.
I'm
it.
chilling. I got Durham. I got Durham pretzels.
That
I
don't
got.
mean nothing. I heard
I
your
got
voice
another
even when
beer.
I was
We're
here.
good.
Shit, I gotta work in the morning.
I heard your voice when I was getting my drink. Come on now. Stop lying. It's on stream.
All right, next one is
Thank you, Jessica. She says Scouts complain when. Exactly.
Scouts are always complaining. Scouts is a baby back bitch.
Next one.
Hey,
All
you
right.
ain't gonna say that. You ain't gonna say that if you see me in person, though.
I will, because I'm gonna
No, you
disrespect
not.
you in any type of way. Next one is
You come up to my
disrespecting your
belly
partner.
button. Shut the fuck up. Say it again.
Disrespecting your partner in any way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you just don't care at that point.
Mm-hmm.
That's common sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I take that as agreement. You agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
He had a pretzel face, so he couldn't really say words.
I'm eating Durham's pretzels, chocolate covered. When I drink, I like to eat. So
yeah,
You sound like Stanley on Pretzel Day.
yeah, I'm Stanley on Pretzel Day, except I don't have it loaded with sugar and all that jazz. 19 is you find yourself pursuing a crush. Yeah, that's cheating.
Yeah.
You're with somebody
Yeah.
married or whatever, and you're pursuing a crush. It's cheating.
Mm-mm. That is.
Entertaining, pursuing, same thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You should have said the topic before you put that next person in your mouth. Sir.
I know I did. It was all right.
Now it's an awkward silence.
It's all right. So the last one is your social media is deceptive. I don't agree with this one.
Meaning what? Meaning it's open, meaning it's not private, meaning it's
Some people like to keep their love life private, and that's entirely acceptable. But if you purposely hide your significant other from social media, this is pretty clear. Micro cheating example. This might mean that you might hide. This might mean you don't friend them on your profile, or none of their pictures include them.
Well, what if your significant other does not want to be on social media at all?
Yeah, I kind of disagree with this one. I kind of
What if they just don't? What if they don't care about having maybe one or two pictures, but everything else has to be covered off?
See, I don't know. When it comes to women, I've dated some women that they want to put you're in a relationship with them on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then I've dated some women that just don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah.
So it really goes back and forth. It varies on the person, honestly.
That's like, you can also have women that they do want that relationship status on Facebook showing, but they don't want their business out there.
Yeah.
They don't mind
Yeah.
having a picture of you and them, but
But
they don't
see-
want that business of where it opens to everyone's opinion.
But see, though, I'm gonna give you an example. James, you never seen my girlfriend's Facebook not one time, huh? It don't stay. It don't say I'm not. It says I'm. It says I'm in Facebook. I'm in a relationship with her, but it doesn't say who, right? But if you go on my, if you go, no, it don't say who. But if you go on my Facebook and you scroll down my Facebook, you can tell who it is. Just by the shit that we interact with each other and tag each other in and all that other shit. You could tell.
But right. No, but I'm saying, what if this is what I mean. What if you are in a relationship? The person's name is there. That's fine. But when it comes to just, you won't put your personal business, like they just don't want their personal business out there.
But that's what I'm saying. My girl I put in a relationship, my girlfriend didn't. I don't give a fuck about that personally.
Yeah, that's exactly.
So what do the same way?
But it's more what I was saying, like, what if because that's what I'm saying, it depends. You can have the people who want to be in a relationship, wants that one like annual picture, but not everything else.
It depends on the person and don't get me wrong, I posted pictures of her, but it's the people that want, what's the word? It's the people that want valid valid fucking validity from it.
Yeah. That's
all right,
where that
hold up, pause.
that
So
comes in.
does her Facebook say in a relationship?
No, it don't. But it don't say single either. But she posts and tags me it tags me in relationship type posts.
Yeah. See, that's just, regardless, that's still just
Or
saying that,
memes or comments or you know what I'm saying, shit like that.
That's still showing that, you guys do interact in that relationship wise without putting your business out there. That's fine.
Exactly.
But what I was saying, that because he was saying, like, would it be cheating if your significant other was not on social media at all? Like, you didn't post a picture of them and any of that.
No,
what if your
because some people, that was the example. My girlfriend don't want to be she don't care about that shit.
Exactly. And some people, they don't mind having the status in there. They just don't want their own personal business out there for that relationship.
And not only that, me personally, I don't have to post my relationship on Facebook for it to be valid.
Right. Because the only validity is between you
I
and the
would be
significant
okay
other.
with I'd be okay with my wife not having a social media status at all.
I don't know why that was funny. That was fucking hilarious. Though. I don't know why that was funny. That was just funny.
Face after it too.
Yeah, he did. He did. That was just funny. Just the way he said that.
It was the same face. Like, you had stopped midpoint.
So you seen that too? You seen that too?
Yeah. It was like he stopped midpoint and he did a quick crunch. It was that quick crunch.
I'm gonna clip that. I'm gonna fucking clip that. It was just a face. It was just a face that you made after you said that comment.
What I do?
It was a quick crunch where you had a face and you're like, oh shit, I need to finish my sentence, but I need to finish this.
Because you gotta understand.
Regardless of how good they are, it was the face. The face was, oh shit, I need this crunch, but oh shit, I need to finish my sentence. Which goes first? Because you can't spit that. You can't spit the pretzel and say your words.
You gotta understand. Hold up, real quick. I weighed in September 30th, 2022. I weighed 193 pounds, and I was 5'4". You're the same height as me. I don't know how much you weigh.
A lot less than that.
But
hell of a lot less.
imagine weighing 193 pounds at being 5'4".
I wish I could.
No, you
I'm
don't.
not gonna lie. No, I'm
No,
not
you
gonna lie. I
don't.
wish I
I
could.
tell
'cause then I can
him
work
the
it off.
same thing.
No, you Scouts, you're 6 foot tall. Shut
It
up.
doesn't matter. In the
This
last fucking 10 years, I've lost 20 fucking pounds.
This conversation doesn't involve you.
I can't
So
gain shit. So
women aren't supposed to be 193 pounds. Either way.
Either way, but we still gain weight regardless. Some of
Yeah.
us do. Some of us are not. Some of us just are blessed with not able to gain a single thing, unless it hits the 5-year mark.
So, I've been on a diet since September. So, eating these Durham pretzels from HEB.
Oh yeah, no, it's not even about that. It's the face that you made. That's why we're over here doing this. It's the face that you made. That's why I said.
Good.
You
understand.
That was the face. It's so good. That was the face.
You don't understand.
That was
you don't
the
understand,
fucking
dude.
face.
It was the foodgasm.
For
That's
lunch.
You started midway.
Like you had an orgasm in your fucking mouth. It's so good.
You don't understand. So Monday through Friday, dude. For lunch, all I have is like a yogurt and a protein. I have 2 vanilla. I have 2 fucking Greek yogurts and a fucking protein bar.
Put
for
your
lunch.
glasses back on. You look drunk.
I had fucking my glasses were dirty. I have. God damn it! Now I look drunk. Hold on. I have I have a protein bar and 2 yogurts for lunch. During lunch.
I can't do that. I gotta eat every fucking 20 minutes.
So I have like 500 calories for lunch, and then dinner I have like 1,500 calories. So I only eat 2,000 calories a day. So like on the weekends, like I fucking gorge and eat all the good shit. So like when I eat these pretzels with chocolate on them, and I sound like I'm having an orgasm, you gotta understand.
Like you finished in your mouth, sir.
Exactly.
But you know what's crazy though? I made the comparison the other day when you talked about the shit, James, because I stopped, and then it was that same comparison that you made about McDonald's. If you stop eating McDonald's for a month and you go back to eating that shit one time, it's like it's so fucking good, and it's bad. But I understood exactly what you said when you said that, though.
Yeah, I understood that. I mean, I've done that to where I wasn't having McDonald's for like over a year, and I went back to it. But your taste buds also changed, because when I went back to it, it wasn't even that good to me.
Yes,
it wasn't that good.
So some things are really good, and some things are really bad. I never realized how much I love Greek yogurt. I love fucking Greek yogurt. I love these chocolate pretzels. They're amazing. I haven't had McDonald's in a long time, so I don't know what it's like to have McDonald's.
Oh, I can't have McDonald's.
I had Jimmy John's today, and I just scarfed down that fucking sandwich at lunchtime. It was so good.
Today? Oh yeah, I had chicken or beef and rice, and I scarfed that down real quick, and then it was like I was about to go back to work, and I felt like I didn't even eat. Mind you, I'm the type of person that snacks every 5 minutes, because I use my brain. I overload my brain with whatever my current work is. So I don't get that option to just eat in certain spectrums, and I can't count calories. I've tried counting my calories and lost more weight than I should have, trying to gain weight.
I got to the point where I skip lunch now, for real.
Yeah, no.
And that's why you can't gain weight, because you skip lunch, you dumbass.
And guess what? I'll be out till fucking 7, 8 o'clock every goddamn night working.
You want to know how do you gain weight, Scouts?
Peanut butter.
No. I know how to
eat everything that's not healthy.
No, because even if so, I got, and it's really, one of the dudes told me, bro, is you gotta have Well, not even
sometimes
that, but
it's a high metabolism.
But not even that. One of the dudes told me that you got to take the amount of proteins or amount of grams of protein of how much you weigh every single day, and even that's a lot, because when you look at a protein bar, some of them be like 10 or 12 grams.
20 grams.
Yeah, 10 to 12 grams, 15, 20 grams. But it's
the problem with protein bars is you don't understand is protein. When you ingest a lot of protein, let me rewind a little bit, because I follow this because I've been on this route for a long time. So when you eat high protein, majority of the time when you eat high protein, you burn a lot of calories when you eat high protein. So eating high protein makes you burn more calories. The only good thing with high protein is
you gain more muscle.
If you lift weights and you exercise, you gain more muscle. And you should eat how many grams you have. You should eat almost to how many pounds you have. So if you weigh 100 pounds, you should eat 100 grams worth of protein.
And the only way you can get somewhere near that without fucking eating 19 fucking grams of fucking or 19 fucking bars a day is drinking the powder, because the powder alone is like 60. That's the easiest way to get to that point.
That's not true.
Shit. That's the closest I've seen it.
It depends, because I know in my case, I have a high metabolism. So me gaining weight is damn near impossible. Because I've actually counted how long it takes me to gain a certain amount of weight. I've counted and I've kept track of it. But then regardless of how much I eat, I could eat anything and everything and still not gain a thing.
That's how I feel to a certain extent.
If you eat salmon, fish, chicken, or steak, those are all high protein meals.
But the thing is, I eat everything. Everything I can have the most junkiest food. I can have the most healthiest food. I can have the worst kind of food and still not gain anything.
What did I say, Scouts?
And it's not. It wasn't until probably, and I only gain a pound almost every 5 years if I'm lucky.
I drink a milkshake, my ass would jiggle for a week.
It depends on the people. Not everybody's going to be able to gain weight the same way. You can, even if you say the statement, eat all the bad things that your body's not supposed to have. Not everybody will gain the weight back.
Trust me. 10 to 11 years ago, I was at a decent size. I was 175. And the last 10, 12 years ago, I've lost like 20 pounds that I've not been able to gain back.
Yeah, like back in 2023, probably 2017, I was at least 105 pounds. Now, at this point, I'm 116. That's how much time it took for me to even gain weight. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I've probably dropped down 5 more pounds or more.
The other thing is you're Asian.
That doesn't count.
How do you figure?
Because I'm Asian, but it could build into your genetics. I'm not putting that in that. Within this topic, we're not talking about genetics.
No, I'm not talking about genetics.
I know race doesn't count in this figure because we're not talking about race.
We're feel like
when body work ways.
No, I'm talking about like diet and stuff. Majority of your Asian. It's going to sound racist, and I know you don't think I'm racist, so I'm not going to.
I've heard it all already. It doesn't matter. I've heard it all.
No, this is actually a compliment. When it comes to diet and exercise, I feel like Asian people have it right.
Oh
When
no,
it comes
yeah,
to like meat,
no,
protein, vegetables, and grains, I feel like they have the like
the even out situation for it.
yeah, and I
Yeah,
feel like
no,
it's
you're
correct.
right.
Like the
You're right.
macronutrients and stuff. Like
But you gotta. The thing is, some of us build off of it, and some of us don't.
yeah,
I'm
I
I'm
agree.
the I'm the 10% that doesn't build off.
And I feel like if I move to like Korea or Japan or wherever in that area or whatever, I feel like I would be okay like living off that culture and eating their food.
Yeah,
Like I
you
feel
probably would. You
I
both
would
probably would. You both
I would
probably would.
I would thrive off living over
Yeah,
there.
you both most likely would. And Scouts, I say I include you in this because you wouldn't actually be eating all the junk they have here. You'd
Yeah.
actually be eating like all the natural food
I
itself.
prefer eating bread with every meal too. A lot of people don't
Yeah,
prefer
see,
that.
I can't. My staple food's always rice. So, but I
Yeah.
have to. But for me, it's like I've learned if I have more rice than actual food of anything else, I can't really eat.
I mean, don't
So
get me
I
wrong.
have
I
to
love
like.
rice too.
Oh yeah, no.
I love fucking rice.
Like,
But
but like, say like you have a plate, you have all your meat, your vegetables, and then you got this like, you have rice that's almost the same amount as that, same amount size of it.
you ain't gonna
You eat
gain
the rice.
shit.
Yeah. So unless you change it to where you lessen the rice and more of everything else, then yeah, if you lessen your carbs and then more of everything else, it'll work.
I
That's
mean, but
I had to forcefully do it.
me personally though, like I've noticed like I always joke with my girlfriend about, about her trying to make me fat and being fat and growing and getting bigger. And
Mhm.
she, you know what I'm saying? She always be like, "What do you mean? Da 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 da." I'm like, bro, like before I got with her as a bachelor, I ate fucking fast food 3 times a day almost. Like I really didn't eat that, you know what I'm saying? So and I never gained anything from it. But the fact that now that I'm eating actual real wholesome fucking food every single day that has a substance to it, I've gotten bigger from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, also keep in mind, Scouts, is that you just hit 30 this year.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything's completely changing. Once you hit that 30, everything completely starts changing.
Yeah.
I'm already after 30, but still, I haven't. My body's still like the stupid teenager type shit.
So I didn't really start gaining weight. I mean, in my 20s, I was skinny in high school. I think I weighed like 120 pounds in high school. I think I weighed like 128, if I remember correctly. I was really skinny in high school. I think when I lived with my dad, I stayed like constantly in the 130s.
That's crazy. I was bigger than you in high school.
Yeah, see,
You're 6 foot tall. You should
I
be.
105. Literally, I went from like 100 to 105. I was 100
You're-
pounds all throughout high school.
I was like
also a female. You
170
should
in
be.
high school.
You should be skinnier.
No, because some people's just like some people's weren't even skinny. There are some women that were actually the same weight size as you, James, and they still were fine. But that's what I'm saying. With my high metabolism, I'm going to be stuck like this.
And you also got to think though, I don't drink or none of that shit too, so I don't
Oh,
have no water weight or none of that.
I don't drink, but I'm gonna take another shot at Jim Beam. Jack
I barely
Daniel.
drink though. I barely.
I take
drink,
another
though.
shot. I probably gonna wake up tomorrow.
Yeah, see, I barely
It's going
drink.
on 2
though.
a.m.
This is
I only
probably
drink on
like
Fridays.
I barely drink at all. This is probably like my first drink in what 6 months? Not even. I don't even remember the last time I drank.
Well, I've been drinking ever since last Wednesday. Ever since my birthday,
Yeah,
I've been drinking
see?
more. So, and with the
I
last
need to
2
slow
weeks,
down.
I rarely drink, so if I get something, that's why I had gotten a 4-pack of my Malibus because I was just like I'm gonna try it. I know what's going to happen to the rest of it when I don't feel like drinking the rest of it.
Because I had gotten 4 bottles for my birthday, and bam, near 3.5 were bare not even touched.
Yeah, no, I don't. I would probably only drink on special occasions. That's probably the only time I drink, unless
Short
it's
stuff.
social.
When you
But-
go to, when you go to HEB, go into like the healthy section of HEB and get these Durham's chocolate covered pretzels. Telling you, don't be sleeping. They're only $3.99, and if you don't want to pay for them, I'll cash app you $4 so you can
Jesus
try them.
Christ.
It's so good.
I'm good with certain pretzels. I'm picky about my food though. I'm picky about
It's good.
my junk food and my healthy
It's
junk and my
good.
healthy snacks.
It's good.
So I'll take a full box of chips over chocolate covered pretzels.
Oh my
If that's the
God.
case, James, then I'll cash app you $4 and send me a bag.
My favorite junk food right now
If
with my
those got
diet.
mint, if those have mint in it, that can stay all the way the fuck away from me.
These and then these wild chips that I get from HEB, they're the Buffalo Wild Chips, WILDE. They're chicken buffalo chips. Best chips I've ever had in the world. That and these are what helped me get me through my diet.
See, the word diet for me doesn't exist, so I can't really
Yeah.
relate. To me, the word diet doesn't exist. But then again, I have a friend who's like overweight, and she knows how hard it is for me to gain weight either way, and I know how hard it is for her to lose weight, especially with all the extras that she's got going on and all the extras that I have going on. We about to hit the closing time?
I was about to say we've been live for about 4 hours. I was about to ask him what we got left. What topics we got left? You got.
Yeah, because
That's it. That's it.
8 hours.
That's it. We can hit closing time. I appreciate y'all being here and help me out or whatever while Jimbo's gone. Thank you so much.
Let me see. Hold up.
I don't want to hurt his I don't want to hurt his soul or nothing, but it was a lot smoother than what y'all normally be got going on.
Oh, stop the cap.
Stop the cap. I mean, I could sit here and talk for I don't know how long. If it wasn't for me having to go to work in the morning, I'd talk for another hour or two.
No.
See, no, I would have
you
cut
know
it
why
off
I
at this
think
time.
you know why it was a lot smoother for you? And I'll tell you why. Because you got those fucking shots in you. That's why.
Oh, whatever.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, the first Jimbo and James show, I'm going to let y'all know this right now, live on the air. I was scared shitless the first show. Because I ain't never did a podcast before. I was scared as hell. And then after I started getting that liquid courage, those next few shows, I was ready to go. And then now it's here. But
also, you got to remember the fact that I criticized you over how shitty your transitions were.
yeah, and I've kind of made some points like, hey, we got to fix these. So
Yeah, no, y'all have gotten better of it. That's what I'm saying. Y'all have gotten a lot better over it. No,
I mean, y'all, this is the 30th episode, so I would hope y'all got better.
Yeah, 30th episode. We haven't grown really much, and I think it's probably because I haven't really streamed anymore. But I am going to start streaming again. I was going to do it this week, but a lot of things came up. But it's whatever.
What I'm trying to do, I can't do on your channel, James. You
Huh?
gotta do it. I said what I'm trying to do, I can't do it on your channel as a mod.
What?
I don't know where it is. I was gonna pull a raid. I just don't know where it is.
Oh, he got to control both of them. Who we gonna raid,
Yeah,
James?
he's got it. Because as a mod, I could do it. I just can't find unless it's not in that option for mods.
It's all right. I'll raid
Who
it.
you got live right now, James?
I got a shitload of people live. I got Dutch. I'm gonna raid out Duchess because she came by.
All right,
I'll
raid
raid
those both.
Play that closing time, and then while closing
Yeah.
time's playing, put the raid in there.
All right. I don't know. I don't know if I could do your scouts, but I can do hers or do your
You can't
or
pull up.
ours.
You have my what's it called? You're a mod in my channel, so you should be able to do it. Let's pull up chat.
Because I'm a mod on his. That's why I said I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Should I just raid into mine or raid in?
Raid in.
You can raid straight. Yeah, you can raid straight into Duchess.
Okay.
Yeah, raid
All
into
right.
his if you're, and then he'll raid into Duchess.
No, I'll raid into Duchess from him so he can get credit from her. So should I just play closing time and then hit raid?
Yeah.
All right.
Like closing time, hit the raid, and
I
then
don't know who
put
does.
Duchess in there.
I'll have Duchess as a friend.
It's all right. You're
Yeah, I
fixing to
don't.
have her. All right, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week. We'll have Jimbo here, the whole gang, and we'll talk about something different. Thank you guys for watching. Shout out to Short Stuff and Scouts for being here, and I'll see you guys next week. And where is closing time? I'm not ready for that yet.
Closing time.
I can't find it. Hold
Every
on.
new
Okay, here it
beginning
is.
has
Later,
every
y'all.
to end.